What's the word, chat? Tell me something good. Tell me something good. Um, letting some people come in. Letting some people come in before we get started. We have a loaded content schedule for you guys this evening. Loaded content schedule for you guys this evening. First things first, shout out to the mods. I see Slade. That's all I see for right now as far as mods who've commented. But real quick, as the people coming in, shout out to Apologetic, shout out to the Bees Mega Pint, shout out to True, shout out to Chubbs, shout out to Dre, shout out to Takia, shout out to Steven, Slade again, Michelle, Retha M. That's to all the people who've commented so far. Shout out to Jams. I see you making your way in. And also on your way in, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, support the stream. The
Okay.
financial portion of it isn't necessary. The least you can do is hit the like and share the stream.
Got Birmingham in here.
Yeah. Down in Dixie, I already knew who you was talking about when you said that.
Yes,
Shout out to
sir.
Casey, Rock, Marie, X's sketch comedy show. The Reese Walker. Shout out to everybody making their way in. We'll wait till it get to 100 and then we'll get started. But while we waiting on that, DJ, how you doing? I ain't talked to you today for real.
Yeah, man. It's been kind of busy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
See, me
I'm a
too.
little tired, but
Better wake it up.
ultimately, yeah, I'm in good spirits though. I
Damn,
took
I
a
keep calling
shower, so I'm
fast.
good. Oh, damn, I
Tea,
forgot to make my tea.
that tea hot as hell. Shout out to my first name Ken DJ. I think that's what that means.
Are you trying to say name kid or Namekian? Are we talking about Dragon Ball Z in here now?
I
Is
think
that
they
what you
talking
trying to
about
say?
name Ken. I don't. Nah, we not finna do
Oh,
that.
okay. All right, I'm just saying.
Shout out to Jacqueline. Shout out to
I can go there.
Escher One, Yai Tax, Claudia. It's a your thing. Shout out to y'all. We'll wait when it get to 675. We'll go ahead and go. They might be.
And
They're gonna wait till we really get started talking about what we talking about to start coming in. So
then jump in and be like, damn, what I miss? A lot. And a lot.
it's 20 minutes of talking first. Shout out to Kara. I'm kind of getting impatient. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm here.
Oh,
Man.
I'm thinking Echelon, whoever it is, last name Clinton.
Oh yeah, happy Black History Month. It is February 1st.
For sure. We're gonna keep that up for a while. We'll keep that up for a while. This is the
They-
first day of Black History Month. So
They trying to take it from us, man.
man,
I'm just saying.
we're gonna keep it. And I think I saw something today where he just renamed it National Black History Month.
He just gotta put his 2 cents on every goddamn
that
thing,
was
bro.
some arrogant shit. Ooh, that's good, but it's hot.
Donald Trump is a fool, man. He is a fool, bro.
How's everybody doing? Oh yeah, I see unapologetic posted it's 60 in here. I'm 70 now. 76. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button, please. I can't see the number. So keep your eyes on that. Mods.
We at 41 right now.
Okay. All right, let's get started, man. Let's get started. Let's start off at something slow first.
He said, "Shout out to the Gulf of America."
Yeah. N9369. Shout out to you. Where you want to start first? Because I feel like we'll wait till we get the at least $150 before we start talking about the act shit.
Yeah, let's start off with the I'd probably say ASAP because that's the one I feel so it's kind of like the least because I mean it's not a lot of information we still have on that right now. It's still kind of up in the air on where they're gonna go with that. But do you think he gonna get off?
They say they have, if I'm not mistaken, video footage of the altercation.
Yeah.
And the person that say he shot him is pointing him out in the case. And they offered him a plea deal of 6 months, but he turned the plea deal down because he was worried about brand deals and shit like that. So We know the last time somebody turned down a plea deal for a short amount of time in a case that involved a
A
weapon
shooting.
on
Yeah.
you. What happened to him?
It
Now,
didn't work.
the thing about is he's facing 24 years, not the well. I don't know what Tory was facing maximum when he was going through his ordeal, but they ASAP looking at 24.
Or you think they now this might be a hell of a reach, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Do you think his lawyers or defense is trying to go through the route of, since it was technically a prop gun, the route that they did with what's his name, Alec Baldwin, when he shot and killed that lady with the prop gun on set?
Um, I'm not sure because I don't know if it's been deemed like a prop gun. I
Okay,
don't
because
know.
that's what I'm
I just know
seeing
that
a
was
lot
something he
of.
said. So let's pull up at least because I don't have the court documents, but
Yeah.
let me present something real quick and we'll read what hip hot new the XXL had to say about it. Shout out to Doreese Walker. She just became a YouTube member. Shout out to you. I do want to let you know that we're going to be changing the prices in the next 30 days or so because we want them to match the Patreon prices because we never updated them when we created the membership stuff. But let me go ahead and share the screen real quick.
I don't know if they have the gun to kill Smith. I'm not sure if they have the gun. I haven't seen that in anything that I've read that they actually have the weapon in question. So um I'm not sure on that.
Let me get rid of some of this goofy shit that's on the screen.
And then he just get Rihanna pregnant again?
I'm not sure.
I think so, man. Get off that
But
woman.
chill. Okay, shout out to Yay. I don't know. I'm just call you Claudia. The Alec Baldwin case was a gun where they had blanks for filming and there was a mix up with live bullets.
Mm,
And
okay.
Jacqueline Randall said they don't have the gun. So
Okay.
let's see what we got here. Okay. So this is from Double XL. Says ASAP Rally calls out ASAP Rocky directly during the outburst in court and says death threats occurred due to the case. Blah blah blah. ASAP Rally testimony goes left. The fourth day of ASAP Rocky's trial took place. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so this is different. I want to go to the one that like kind of detailed it. Okay, so let me change what I got. Let me change what I got. Let me pull this one down because it was another one that had like a day by day account of what happened
Hmm.
as far as the court. So let me change the
Yeah, to kill, I agree that may help him, or in the long run, them not having the gun. But either way, he fighting a tough battle. I feel like I don't think it's as open and shut as some people writing it out to be.
Okay, here we go.
And Rihanna better use them $1 billion to get him a fire ass legal team.
I'm pretty sure he's well taken care of. We're gonna start from
Yeah,
day one and work our way up to the top. And DJ, just let me know when you want me to stop. And if you
yeah,
got
yeah,
something
yeah.
to say real quick. Shout out to everybody that's coming into the chat. Let me see. Okay, so day one, the jury heard competing accounts about who instigated and escalated the confrontation, Myers or Ephraim, and Ephraim being ASAP Rayleigh. Deputy District Attorney, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, and Ephraim agreed to meet Myers and three other ASAP members outside a parking lot, thinking they would reconcile a long-standing beef and was shocked when Myers allegedly pulled a firearm on him and threatened to kill him. Ephraim followed the men around the corner where Myers allegedly drew his weapon, unprovoked, and opened fire on Ephraim. The attorney said. Let's go. Attorney Joe Takapina said in the defense opening that Ephraim fabricated the account, including his injuries, and planted evidence out of greed, jealousy, and resentment towards Mayers or Myers. That being ASAP Rocky. Um, Takapina used different clips of the surveillance footage to suggest Ephraim pushed Myers first, then pursued the men as they tried to leave the scene and physically attacked one of the other ASAP members, prompting ASAP to fire his prop gun to scare off Ephraim. How did sound to you, first of all, DJ?
You just walk around with a prop gun on you, bro? Like
Crazy as hell.
that shit kind of weird.
Shout out to the Reese Walker. I don't for the super chat. Okay, it's not a comment attached to it. Okay. Let me go. So, Sergeant Thomas Zizzo testified that he and at least 3 other officers responded to calls of a possible shooting in the heart of Hollywood on November 6, 2021, and found no evidence of a shooting, including shell casings. Zizzo testified it's possible he simply missed them despite efforts to search the area for casings and property damage. This shit sound weird, bro.
Yeah. I see a comment in the chat. The Bees Mega Pint. They said the prosecutor ended up impeaching Relly because he couldn't keep his story straight and basically had to fix what he was saying. It may not be a huge deal, but it made him look like a liar. And I agree. If that's the case, all you need is to plant some type of doubtability, like in the eyes of the jury. That's all that you need to see. And if you're a good lawyer, you got representation, they can drill in on this shit and just expose it wide open. So I didn't see that. So if that's the case, they fucking up already.
Because we seen that sometimes, like, if the evidence is indisputable, when it starts to get addressed, it don't even matter. Like,
yeah.
So, like, who's to say? I just want to wait and see this play out. Shout out to Habitual Line Stepper again, gifting Decipher memberships. Thank you so much. She did it yesterday on the stream, and she gifted some more today. Let me see what else. Okay, Jen X says she's going to get her laptop. Okay, so let's keep going. The day started with an angry exchange outside the jury's presence between the attorneys over the state's last-minute disclosure of a ballistics report suggesting bullet casings the alleged victim gave police could have been fired from a 9mm handgun, an assertion that may not mean much unless the jury rejects Myers' claim that he fired a prop gun. But nonetheless, it could help the state as it fights to prove that Myers opened fire on Ephraim with the real 9mm handgun. Okay. So did bro like pick up? Because I heard that. I just didn't know if it was true or not. So they saying that really like picked up the shell casings and took them to the police. Is that what they said? That's what I'm getting from it. Is that what you get, DJ?
Man, snitches get stitches.
That shit crazy. Okay, we gotta talk about that snitch shit in this situation too. Judge Arnold said the evidence could come in, but said the court would pay for a defense expert for its own ballistics investigation and analysis. I'm sick of these ads. Lots of tense moments and lots of blah 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 blah. It seemed like some funny shit going on day 1. Day 2 is when a lot of, because I think he pointed ASAP Rocky out on day 2, but let's go through it. You got anything you want to say before we go on to day 2, DJ?
I mean, in this situation, like the fact that he took the shell cases to the police is insane, bro. Like you're corrupting the crime scene at that point. Like, why would you do that? That makes no sense whatsoever.
And I think also if you don't have the gun, it's hard to prove where those bullets came from.
I mean, well, hold on. I thought it was a way to trace the shell casings back to the gun. Am I mistaken on that, chat?
I'm not sure if you have to have the gun as well, because I know it's always a big thing to have the gun too. So I'm wondering if you got to have a gun and the shell casings to do a proper ballistics report.
Shout out to Ozu. He just jumped in the chat.
Shout out to Ozu, third member of the Mod Squad. Let me see. Okay, so we're gonna start at day 2. Defense lawyer Joe Taco Pina accused DDA Lewin of inappropriate conduct in talking to Rocky's mother last week in front of the media about the plea deal. When asked by the judge if the defense had any witnesses other than the 2 listed, lawyer Joe Tacopina said the only other possibility is to my right, patting Rocky on the shoulder. Judge Arnold ordered both sides not to speak to the press or to each other outside the courtroom after the state complained about the defense's comments to the media concerning the jury, setting off a terse back and forth name calling mixed with discovery violation accusations between DDA John Lewin and Takapina. Now, in reference to the jury, I don't know if you know DJ, but it's not a jury of his peers.
Of course.
Like, I think the entire jury is white, if I'm not mistaken. And I can see that being an issue because it's not reflective of the municipality he's going through this court proceeding with. So that could be an issue. And I'm surprised they didn't try to get them to do the jury over, but whatever. So Judge Arnold asked the defense if the prop gun exists. It existed. I don't know if it exists now. Akapina said.
That's fucking crazy.
I call bullshit. I call bullshit. Shout out to Internet R. Bruce. I'm late. What do you guys think? Was Rakim mistaken not to take a plea, as half of the channels I've come across argue? If you feel like he really innocent and he can prove it,
yeah,
he just wants to be exonerated and not looked at somebody who shot one of his friends or one of his, the people he was in the clique with, and he really feel like he can prove it, shit, go for it. But if you did it and they offered you 6 months, and you trying to fight to get 0, I think you might have made it harder on yourself.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I just feel as though if you know without a shadow of a doubt that you can prove that you are innocent, by all means, bet on yourself. That's the whole point of having, say your day in court, to be able to prove your innocence. You're innocent until proven guilty. But yeah,
go ahead. My bad.
Oh, just like you were saying, if there's any type of sliver of doubt where someone could manipulate your story or paint you in a negative light, and you know where it is or you know where it's coming from, you should have took the deal. But if you feel so you 100% like you can defend yourself in court and you got the money and resource to do that, I mean, I can't fault him from denying it if he know what he can do. So, I mean, personally, it wouldn't be me in this situation, so I can't really go too deep into it. But so ultimately,
you would have took the plea.
No, I mean, this shit ain't gonna be me, period. That's what I'm saying.
Let's say you in the situation, you taking the plea?
If I know I didn't shoot this nigga, yeah. I'm saying. Okay. Well, I mean, no, if I know I didn't shoot him, I'm going to court. Like, I'm going to have my day in trial. But if I know that I was doing some funny shit, I'm just gonna take the plea deal, bro, and don't drag it out. Go and knock my shit out and get up out of there.
I got you. Shout out to Angelique with the super chat. How do you turn in shell casings? That's what I saw today. Really turn them in. I've never heard of that. I'm not a person who just watch trials and shit all the time, but I've never heard of the defendant actually turning in. I mean, the plaintiff actually turning in evidence. I've never heard of that.
Like, and how long
he shot me, and I got proof. I got the shell casings in my hand.
Was it directly after he got shot, or was it some time that passed, or
who's to say? I hadn't come across it yet in this, but let me keep reading.
That nigga held on to the shell case.
Let me make sure I didn't miss nothing. Shout out to Doris again with the $2 super chat, and on top of the $10 super chat and becoming a member. Let me get back to day 2. I can't remember where I was.
You FedExed them over.
Huh?
Coming from KC to say I want to be FedExed them over the shell case.
Okay. During Zizzo's testimony, jury saw more body camera footage of officers searching the area with flashlights and remarking on the lack of evidence at the scene. So he would have had to have picked them up immediately, because by the time the police got there, he had already grabbed the evidence from him getting shot and cleaned the scene.
That's crazy.
One of the officers even said the sounds of gunshots may have been warning shots, echoing the defense's position on why Rocky allegedly fired his weapon to scare Riley off from attacking ASAP Ills. I'm assuming.
I could see that.
A woman who called 911, I was going to say 911. A woman who called 911 described what she saw from her 7th floor apartment of the initial physical altercation and alleged shooting. Alleged victim Terrell Ephraim took the stand to try to convince the jury that Rocky instigated the fight, saying he would never try to bring a fight to Rocky because it would end his career. I wonder whose career. Ephraim recounted a phone call he overheard in Jabbar Shelton's ASAP Barr's car the day before the incident, November 5th, 2021, between Shelton and Rocky, in which Rocky said he doesn't F with Ephraim because he gets emotional. That would sound like a nigga who gonna pick up the shell casings and go tell.
Yeah.
It's hard to have a relationship with Rocky, Ephraim said when he asked about mounting tension in their friendship, describing Rocky as fake and accusing him of never returning Ephraim's calls or texts.
Oh, that sounds like some hate shit.
You don't pick up the phone when you call. I call him, man. You don't pick up the phone for me, man. Darian,
why he don't love me, man?
We just started talking about the ASAP Rocky. This is the first topic of the evening. You haven't missed too much yet. Okay, Gen X Gemini said 7 other cops searched the area but rarely found the shell casings. All right. And that's as I'm reading this, because I hadn't really did no looking into it. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, just imagine getting shot, and the first thing you think of,
I gotta get the shell casings. Like, nigga, I'm bleeding out.
But the thing is, he got shot, like it grazed his hand. Like he didn't really take no. Yeah, the shit grazed his hand. Let me
take your L and move on, bro.
When Ephraim suddenly got a flurry of calls and texts from Rocky asking to meet up the night of November 6th, Ephraim thought they might fight, talk shit out, and find common ground. I know what that. Yeah.
I know what that
means.
Based on
what he heard in the phone call between okay, they missing words and shit. Between ASAP Rocky and ASAP Bar, Ephraim felt confident that Rocky would see him for who he was, an artist who was forging his own career as a manager and not some bum riding Rocky's coattails. Okay. So
I
then
don't care about none of that shit.
I'm trying to get to the point where he started telling,
yeah.
Ephraim said he did not want to bring a fight to Rocky because blah blah blah. It was just they kind of reiterated that. So apparently Rocky pulled the gun and said, "I'll kill you right now, pussy," before Ills intervened. The introduction of the gun was the breaking point for me, Ephraim said. I said, if you brought a gun, use it then. Not because Ephraim knew it was a prop gun, as the defense contends, but because he was so furious, he testified, emotional. If I was going to die for my respect at this point, I don't care. If this is what you're going to do, I still have my dignity at least.
Nigga, this ain't a movie, nigga.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. This nigga in the up blick on you, and you talking about something. Just go on shoot me there. Just go on shoot me there, and I'm gonna die with my respect. Like, bro, y'all are arguing over something stupid. First of all, like y'all arguing about something stupid. Like it's just about him calling you emotional and not picking up the phone, and you willing to die over that. All right. Let's go to day 3 because this shit is stupid. Do you have anything to say after day 2?
Man, hell no. This nigga bullshitting. Wasting our time.
Real quick, make sure y'all get the likes up in the chat. I see we at 150. Let's at least get them likes up to 100. Let's get them likes up to 100 and try to keep it as close to as many people in the chat as possible.
This dude has Aubrey energy.
Veronica, you don't. She talking about some no. Hey, I didn't want to sweat this evening.
Yeah,
I wanted to let it go out.
Shit, bro. I just took a shower, bro.
I ain't feeling like all this shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like. What do y'all think? Too. What are y'all thinking in the chat? Mr. Birdie says sounds like a love triangle gone bad. I bet some of these dudes sleeping with each other.
I hope not.
I don't want to put that on them.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I mean, it ain't like it ain't possible, but damn, I just don't want to put that out there
I'm
like
gonna
that.
put that on nobody jacket.
Yeah,
About
man.
them being about them loving who they love. Let me see what else going on. Gen X said this really is Tyler Perry Tubi levels of shenanigans.
Yeah.
1988 Jeffy. I think this might be the first time I seen you in the chat. He said, "Dignity, you in court over a grazed knuckle." The Bees Mega Pint says, "I have never been so mad. I've tried to gold
Go.
someone shooting me. What the fuck? Me either.
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit, but it
Whatever
ain't
we
worth it,
got
bro.
going on kind of ended when you pulled the gun out. I'm like, you got it,
Yeah,
big bro.
yeah, you
You got
got
it,
it.
man.
Just
I'm
know
out.
you ain't
Leave.
like you ain't
I'm
gonna ever
leaving.
see me again. You ain't gonna never see me again, bro. I'm good on that shit.
Yeah. Cause I'ma just assume anytime I see you, you got the gun on you. So I'm not finna come looking for no trouble. Cause you either you scared or you're a murderer if you got the gun on you. So I don't want to test to see which one it is.
Right.
Shout out to Takia. She said hit the like button. Most definitely hit the like button. It pushes the video further out in the algorithm. And it just shows us that y'all support what we're doing. Let's go ahead and get into day 3. Rayleigh returned to the witness stand for his second day of testimony and described the alleged shooting, his collection of bullet casings that the court couldn't find, and the career-ending consequences of reporting the incident. The prosecutor walked Rayleigh through texts he sent to Rocky after the incident, which included pictures of the casings and security cameras in the area.
Oh, that's whack.
Interesting.
He like,
Interesting.
yeah, nigga, I got you, nigga. You see this shit?
Rayleigh
I
told
got him.
Rocky, "I loved your dumb ass." To which Rocky responded, "I know you hate me. I hate you too. Stop making shit up. Call the police if I shot you, you weirdo." So damn, he dared him, and Cuz said, "You know what? I'm gonna
I
do that
bet.
shit. I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna call the police on your weak ass because you don't want to be my friend no more." Prosecutor Paul I'm not. I'm gonna just call him Paul P. Uh, Prosecutor Paul P. asked several questions in attempts to head off the defense narrative that Efron grabbed Rocky first during the initial class outside of. Damn, they missing so many words. Outside a parking lot, then followed Rocky and their 2 friends around the block as they tried to flee, and then instigated the shooting by attacking one of the other men, ASAP Ills, knowing full well that Rocky was carrying a prop gun that didn't fire bullets.
Man, this nigga probably just scraped his knuckle on the ground or some shit, bro.
And,
Show
and,
ass out of here.
and it's telling me that, hey, I followed you around knowing that you probably had a gun on you. But I'm gonna just keep antagonizing as they trying to leave. I ain't buying it, bro. I'm not buying it. This whole story sounds sketchy as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, the doubt I had before, I'm good. This shit whack. I don't even want to go through this shit, bro.
Hold
This
on,
is stupid.
we gotta finish because it might take a turn. The prosecutor also tried to head off some of Ephraim's inconsistent statements, such as his report to police that 3 to 4 shots were fired when surveillance suggests only 2 shots went off. Okay. Rayleigh failed to identify himself on security camera footage that prosecutors say shows him collecting casings from the shooting scene. Let me read that again. Rayleigh failed to identify himself on security camera footage that the prosecutors say shows him collecting casings from the shooting scene.
This shit a dub, nigga.
When asked why he followed Rocky and the other 2 men yelling taunts and insults after Rocky threatened him with a gun, Rayleigh said he wasn't thinking straight, but he wanted to say his piece since he knew their friendship was over. He never imagined Rocky would shoot him, he said.
Look at him emotional.
That's all this shit sound like. Pride and ego.
Yeah, man.
Especially after he showed you he had a gun on him. In describing the first gunshot, Rayleigh said he felt his hand turn hot and grabbed Ills as a shield. He said he did not remember the second gunshot because he was grappling with Ills while trying to seek cover. You a bitch. This is a special type of dude, bro. You
Nah,
ran
man.
behind him doing all that talking, and then when the first shot go off, You grab Ills and like try to use him as a human shield.
This some bullshit.
Efron denied physically assaulting Ills or injuring his face, saying Ills already had a broken jaw because of a prior altercation with Rocky's cousin. Did
Bro.
you believe, as the defendant was shooting at you, that it was fake or a real gun? Oh, it was a real gun. Why did you believe that? Stares for a second. I was hit. Someone shooting at you. I don't know how to answer that. And that's day 3.
Shout out to unapologetic in the chat. They said Carl totally plays softly in the background as he tells his story.
I wish I never met her at all. And it, it wouldn't hurt so much inside.
Right.
At all, at
Oh,
all.
oh, even though
That's tough. I'm gonna try to speed read through day 4 because this shit sounds stupid as hell.
this
And
shit
this is the
ass.
last day that they have on file.
Okay.
Day 4, the morning session was chaotic due to a heated okay, so they was arguing back and forth, talking shit. The break came, Efron kept asking what he was getting at. Efron turned from the break, somewhat more restrained. Okay. The judge basically told them to stop saying the N-word. And when they was
Oh, I
reading
can,
the text that had the N-word in it,
yeah.
Efron agreed with defense that before giving his phone to the police, he deleted seemingly antagonizing texts he sent to Rocky the morning of the shooting, in which he appears to try to goad him into a fight, and Thompson would beat me up. I wish you would. Give me a reason. You've been
Oh, why I yada. Fighting
defense
Irish freestyle. Oh, why I yada.
crazy.
Get your
Defense lawyer
goofy ass out of here.
tried to chip away at Rayleigh's credibility with numerous seemingly small examples of inconsistencies and contradictions between his testimony and other prior statements and texts, a preliminary hearing and interviews with the police and the DA's office, such as Rayleigh testified that Rocky pointed the gun at him, but the police interview said Rocky pressed the barrel against his chest. Rayleigh testified that Rocky said, "I'll kill you," versus the interview with prosecutors in which he said he couldn't remember what Rocky said. Okay. All right. Let's get back to where they can see us. This nigga lying. That's all I want to say. This nigga is lying.
Yeah, man.
This
I'm
nigga is
good on
lying.
this shit.
Whatever situation they got going on, bro, and for Cuz to go out of his way and be antagonizing him like that, and for him to follow him, it's the prop gun shit. It seems more believable at this point in time than actually being a gun and hitting him in his hand and grazing it, and then
And
him
that
in that moment with his adrenaline spiking to go pick up some shell casings and not be seen on camera doing it.
and that it being like warning shots, I could definitely see that. Like this nigga talking shit to me, telling me to shoot him. All right, I'm gonna give your ass a warning, bro. But get the fuck over for your ass dying this bitch.
Because why would ASAP like risk? I mean, I won't say that because niggas is stupid. Niggas is really stupid. So I won't say why would ASAP Rocky do it, but like, why does it work out this way? Like, it ain't no bullets on it, ain't no shell casings on the scene. It ain't no camera footage of me actually getting shot. It ain't no camera footage of me at this moment picking up the shell casings. And I'm also antagonizing the nigga before he do whatever he do with the gun.
And on the video footage they do have, I can't even identify myself on that motherfucker. Nigga, where are you?
It's something weird going on, bro. Yeah, two black. We talking about Rocky and Riley, and this shit's stupid.
Yeah, man. I'm good on this shit.
Ozu said Rocky doing a rollout, ain't it? I wouldn't use this as a rollout.
Hell no.
I definitely wouldn't use this as a rollout playing on my life for like
Bro,
just to
all,
sell 2,000 copies first week.
bro, all I gotta do is have another baby with Rihanna. That's the rollout. But that's all I gotta
But
do.
you just got here. You haven't missed too much. Let me see.
Yeah, we ain't talked about shit for real. Not yet.
I would have sued him. I want to sue him for wasting our time. That's what Unapologetic said. Let me see. 1988, Jeffy said he might as well have come to court in a wheelchair and on with an emotional support dog. Like especially how he taking it, he making it seem like Rocky just walked down on him and just started shooting at him multiple times for no reason. Like, bro, I'm trying to leave. And you following me talking shit after I showed you I got a gun on me. What you thought was gonna happen? Then tried to fight one of our homeboys.
Yeah.
And then went further to turn him into a human shield. So I got a question. Is he a snitch? And this is to y'all too in the chat. Is Redley a snitch?
I'm not gonna say a snitch, but he a bitch though. That's what it sound like. That's what it sound like. He a bitch. That's what it sound like. But no, I wouldn't say a snitch. No. Well, not in the street sense of the word. No, I don't think so. No. But I'm a civilian, so I look at that word totally differently. So
Because how people define snitches, if you're involved in the action and then telling the person aggressing you in the action, then you say, but because when I first heard about it, I didn't know what happened. So I was like, how can he be a snitch if he the one who got shot?
Right.
But based on this story, it's like, bro, drop, like he was doing like the Drake shit, drop.
Yeah.
And he up and shot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he put him in a bad position, and somebody said he's extorting him.
He's a fan fiction author.
It seemed like a setup. It seemed like he was whatever the relationship was, it wasn't working. He mad, he upset, he emotional. And then he took advantage of that situation and tried to set Rocky up. That's what it kind of seemed like.
Yeah. A bitch. Like I said.
K-Way said, really got stanky coochie side piece behavior. This is crazy. That's nuts, bro. Shrimp Boogaloo said Drake is never gonna live down the drop. Nope, because it turned into stop.
Stop, Skip. Stop.
Hey, DJ and Skip really is a hoe. And I think that's why I'm kind of sitting at it. At it. Like, it's just some hoe ass shit, bro. Like you go through all of this just to end up telling. And Ozone said COINTEL Rico. Oh, let me see.
Stop.
Whole side bench from two black vigil. Let's get into the next one.
Yeah, man, move past that bullshit.
Okay, I don't think we need nothing for this one. We're gonna go ahead and talk about Act, because I said we was gonna do it once we got to 150. We had 170 basically. Yeah. Okay, so everybody knows what happened. Everybody has seen what happened. Everybody's seen the kind of got a idea for the timeline of everything that's happened with Akademiks. And the minor who was in the Discord by the name of I think it was Nord.
Nord. Yeah.
So
Nord, he was a mod for Playboy Max.
Playboy Max, yes. Okay, so just a brief rundown. Nord is in the Discord with Ack and a bunch of other grown ass streamers.
Playing Fortnite.
Very inappropriate ass questions. Inappropriate sexual questions. And then somehow the stream gets recorded and put out, and then Akademiks takes the defensive. So DJ, I want to know how you perceived it from the moment that you saw the video initially, and then him starting to go on the defensive and try to make it seem like they were just trolling him.
I mean, the very first thing that I got from it is this shit is not the first time. That's what I got from it. Like, you can tell, like, this is regular for them. Like, they're comfortable in this environment, this setup, in these group chats and things like that. This ain't the first time, and it seems like they talk like that all the time. Because it just rolled off too quick. Like, a lot of those comments just kept going with the shit. So I'm like, okay, now this ain't the first time. Now, whether this is the first time that happened to Nord or not, I'm not sure of. But in this situation, you could clearly tell that the boy was uncomfortable. Like, he was trying his hardest to try to still like stay cool. You know what I'm saying? For, I guess, the fans or whatever, he was trying to stay cool. But you can tell he was just like, bro, like, like chill. Like I don't like that. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying? It's just not.
Y'all want to put me on a case?
Yeah, like you
Yeah,
go
they
put
knew
them
how.
on a case.
Yeah,
Like
Ozu. They knew how old. They knew well how old he was.
yeah,
He
absolutely.
he's been connected with Blackboy Max for going on at least I think he said 2 years now.
Yeah,
So he's not just somebody that ended up on the stream. Like they knew exactly who he was.
mm,
He was on the stream, and then he said multiple times, like letting them know, like, all right, if y'all got any sense, y'all will take what I'm saying and
yeah,
stop doing what y'all doing. Like,
yeah,
cut this shit. Like, I'm a kid. Y'all gonna put me on a case. Y'all gonna put the other person on the case. Like, this is grooming. Like, he
yeah,
outright said that, bruh, this is grooming.
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And they kept going. So when I saw the video for the first time, I saw it on somebody doing a reaction to it. I think it was Curtis King. I think I saw it on his first. And no. I saw it on Deletus first. And the first time I heard it, I was so mad I didn't know what to do. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I was thinking, like, these are the type of activities that happen that lead to somebody being
Mm-hmm.
essayed. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they put you in a position and start to try to get you to agree with or just try to break you down as far as like dealing in that gray area till they get you to a point where you look up and it's 10 people around you. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it felt like they was trying to trap him some type of weird way. Like, and that just had me like it's like extremely predatory, like what that can lead to. It might not have been predatory as far as the situation. And I don't want to give them any slack for what they did because in its nature, it's grooming. You
yeah,
feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. I wouldn't say that they were saying that to eventually try to have um to try to essay Nord in particular, but that type of environment breeds that type of behavior to
yeah.
come out.
Because it don't necessarily have to be Ack and whoever was trying to get the boy. He could be
Yeah.
setting him up for somebody else
And I
to
heard
get.
somebody, yeah.
So it's just like, and the shit that kind of pisses me off, besides Act going stupid at first and then retracting the shit, is the people that's defending Act talking about like y'all mean to tell me that y'all don't talk like this with your boys behind the scenes, nigga? No,
Nah.
no, we don't talk like that. Absolutely not. And then if we are saying shit that's kind of wild or inappropriate, we're not talking to a child like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care like what y'all talk about and say things like that. But when it comes to a child, when a child is involved, whether they with the shits or not, I just in my heart of hearts, in my mind of minds, like I'm not taking it there with a child. I'm not even acknowledging that shit. I'm moving
Yeah.
on, doing something else. So the fact that people are really trying to defend Act with that kind of rhetoric, talking about y'all know y'all done heard worse before and this and that, I'm like, that's some bullshit. Just say that y'all like that shit, y'all do the same shit. Just say that. Because
Yeah.
that's what it
'Cause,
sounds like to me.
he said that he said if y'all knew what else was said in the chat, way worse has been said. And this is coming from DJ Academics himself. So that gives me the impression that it's only you can only imagine what they've said. If the fact that he's being accused of grooming a minor, um, with sexual innuendos, they got stuff to do with homo. No, it ain't any innuendos. He straight up asked
Yeah,
him homosexual questions.
yes.
Um, and then on top of that, asking him would he participate in acts of pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and then kept going
Yeah.
over and over and over again. Like, I don't see how that's trolling. I don't see how that's
Mhm.
funny. I don't see how that's
Yeah.
comical. And they kept saying, you talk to your brother, like y'all know y'all talk to y'all brother about stuff like this behind the scene. First of all, nigga, this not your brother. What's up, buddy?
Exactly.
Good night.
Like that's the part that shit kind of really pissed me off, and I kind of wish that. And I think it was Screwface that said this. I'm not sure or not, but I just feel so we got to stop this whole big brother, little brother rhetoric going on because, like, I just feel so that's just a gateway to allow people to do weirdo ass shit under the guise of it. Oh, I'm the big bro. you the little bro, you got to listen to what I say. No, nigga, he is not related to you in any kind of way. He's not your brother. You're not a leader to him.
Mm-hmm.
You're not that. You're just being a fucking weirdo and you're taking advantage of a child. That's all
Yeah,
that you're doing.
because
Like,
he asked them, not to cut you off. They said,
yeah,
"What if?" Well, they asked him, "Would he do a sexual favor for Black Boy?"
yeah,
And they got him, and they asked him that, and then asked him, "What if Black Boy said he wanted to involve you in some type of activity? Would you do it?" So it's just crazy how we got to that. You feel what I'm saying? And then going
yeah.
further from that, because I don't want to dwell in that part of it. But after that, like we said, X started to take the defensive. It was making it seem like it's just something normal that everybody does, and it's not.
It's not.
Then from that point, he said, he got very agitated with the other streamers, and he was like, "Bruh, I support all of y'all. I put y'all, well, not put y'all on, but I
I,
support y'all. I put y'all on my platform. So basically, y'all should allow me to do whatever the fuck I want, and y'all shouldn't comment
yeah.
on what I do because I helped y'all at one point in the past." Who does that sound like?
Lobbery. That's what it
Sounds
sounds
exactly
like.
like Drake. Like
Yeah.
the feeling of being entitled to a point where if you do something for anybody, it doesn't matter what you do after that fact, they have to let you get away with it. That just
Yeah.
screams the level of entitlement, um, arrogance, and untouchable mindset that he has. Like, and that type of shit leads to you feeling like you can do stuff like this where you know you
Yeah.
can be recorded.
And it seemed like after Axe said that shit, the his initial rant talking about how guys ain't supporting him in his time of need, it seemed like a lot of those other reactors or streamers came out and
Mhm.
start defending Axe with the shit that I was saying, talking about y'all know y'all done heard words and this and that. And I don't even really like the response that Playboy Max had because
I think Eck was dog whistling. Go ahead.
like I feel as though like he was still trying to save face for Eck a little bit instead of really doubling down on this shit being inappropriate under your because like this is connected to you. You know, so this is connected to your platform. And you
Mhm.
just really just because you and Act talk behind the scenes, that don't mean shit. Because the same way that Act is being torn down, people not fucking with him, he losing endorsements and he getting kicked off Twitch and all this shit. The same thing can happen to Playboy Mez. Because I was looking at other videos and I think I sent it to you.
The
Um
deleted video.
yeah, and I
He a
did
freak boy too. He a
yeah,
freak, and
he
that's the thing. Don't none of them see a problem with it because they all kind of get down like that.
yeah.
Go ahead, play. I don't want to cut off what you was finna say.
No, that's the exact point I was getting to. That's why I feel as though he had the response that he had is because like he knows this kind of shit goes down in his Discord, and I think he was just trying to play it cool, so no more light be shed on what the fuck else is going on in these chat rooms and on the streams and things like that. But when in actuality, I feel like you did put a target on yourself because you responded that way. In my opinion, like
Yeah,
if
go
I
ahead.
know something is foul and I don't want to be associated shit with no kind of way, I'm condemning that shit. I'm shutting that shit all the way the fuck down. I feel as though he left too much wiggle room, and I think now that I think he'll get investigated at some point too because it's clearly not the first time.
Oh, deleted did an amazing job of pulling up. At least I think it was deleted.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it was.
deleted.
He
Yeah,
pulled up basically receipts of like Playboy Max saying some very off the cuff shit, like the part where like he did an entire video talking about his experience watching Drake's infamous video.
yeah,
I ain't saying hey, do what you do, but you can like what you like. But knowing that you have a huge part of a huge demographic of your audience is children, and you sitting
yeah,
on here talking about your fantasy of watching Drake do what he do and talking about how you like the video didn't throw you off to a point where you crashed. You was able to fully enjoy it and maintain your wherewithal while you was driving in a car. That's crazy in itself. You feel what I'm saying? But like the fact that you felt the need to get on stream and say that shows me also that you were kind of okay with what Akademiks said. The only thing is now everybody like, oh shit, like our culture is getting exposed, but we don't know how to make a stance because all of us do it.
Yeah.
It's like we all behave this way because Deleted kept playing the clip. Well, Akademiks said, I F with Max. I'll do a favor for Max if I had to.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's just weird the way that they talk about it. And ever since the Drake beef started, I've never heard so much like penis
Yes.
infatuation lingo in my entire life. Like we came up on, man, get off that man nuts. But
Yeah.
like it didn't mean like they
Yeah.
use pornographic terms and terms with fellatio and all this other stuff. Exactly. Like I remember the first time, like around the time Euphoria came out and I did the reaction. And it's like, bro, you glazing, you
Yeah.
spitting on it. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Stop talking to me like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what's y'all infatuation with homoeroticism, bro? Don't bring me in that. If you feel that way, that's on you, bro. And it's that culture. A lot of them have homoeroticism, and it goes into like how they handle women, how
Mhm.
they speak to each other, how they compete with each other. It's all for the attention of another man. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I don't know if you've seen FD Signify video on it. Did you see his video?
Mhm.
Okay. Real quick. He made a video talking about the academics thing, and he was saying that the bigger issue in all of this is patriarchy and how just the male driven culture in entertainment, particularly as it relates to the streaming shit, just leads to this type of behavior. Like it's no checks and balances, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And that type of stuff just continues generation after generation. Like if we from a time where it was considered normal to basically groom the younger generation, the people who aren't aware of um how that can be interwoven and create trauma continue the cycle. For
Yeah.
example, like I know you know this. When when Wayne was talking to Lil Twist,
When, like, this
uh,
recent?
no. I think this might have. I can't remember what it was on, but he was talking to him. He was like asking him, "Has he been having sex?" And um, he was like, "I got R worded." What he said at 11, and I loved it. You don't remember this? And he
Mm-mm.
was like, he was somewhere with Baby, and he was like, "Hey, suck Wayne Ledeck." You don't remember that?
Mm-mm.
Why?
No, I ain't never heard that.
Okay, so anyway, I ain't gonna bash you for not hearing it. But anyway, so it's just Wayne was talking about a problematic situation that happened to him when he was younger, which involved an older woman being
Yeah.
ordered to perform sexual acts on him when he was a child, younger than Nord.
Yeah.
And then he goes from there to put that same type of energy on Lil Twist. Like he
Yeah.
didn't offer a girl to do it to him on camera, but I can pretty much guarantee that that's the type of energy that's going on. And then
Yeah.
that leads into this environment. You know what I'm saying? Have you heard about the Boosie thing when he
Yeah, we talking had the stripper, you know what I'm saying, be on his son and all that. I know about that one. I do.
and so yeah, it's just a cycle of sick ass shit going on in entertainment. And it's not just the streamers. I don't want to say that. Like it's in the music, it's in entertainment, it's in
Yeah.
movies, it's in commercials. Um, but in this particular situation, since it's so much talking going on, and then it's being disseminated to the kids because a lot of people who consume streams are children.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so much more disgusting that you're having this conversation, this back and forth with a child um trying to attack his sensibilities and just introduce homosexuality to him in a way because you feel like you have a power dynamic that you can exercise.
Yeah. Hey, go to this super chat real quick. Look like a $2 super chat from KG. He said the Wayno vid was a letdown, flipping it on the audience. I didn't see that. In the chat, could you explain a little bit about what he was saying? Because if that's the case, like I'm gonna be real disappointed in Wayno too.
I unless I saw another video, um, yeah, cause I remember the tone of it, cause he was saying that he fuck with Act. kind of, sort of. Like they
Yeah.
not friends, but you know they did everyday struggle together.
Yeah.
So he was like, people was hitting him up and telling him to check Act, but he was like, he don't talk to him every day, and he got a better relationship with Act brothers than he do with Act. And I'm just like, I think, especially with up north niggas, like shout out to all the northern guys in the chat. A lot of like New York, New Jersey niggas have this thing to where they will live and die on those morals and ethics, even when the reasoning for it is extremely detrimental to
Right.
everybody involved. Like
Yeah.
I was watching the Joe Budden podcast, and Flip was talking about it. And he
Yeah.
wouldn't really take a stance against Akademiks either.
Yeah.
He kept arguing that like, bro, this is how we talk to our brothers. But I'm like, that's not his fucking brother. Like, he don't know him.
Yeah.
And this shit is on camera, and it's being made available to a bunch of children. Like, it's so many different things in the way of this being okay. Like, bro, 15 years old, and he telling you multiple times, like, no, bro, like, that's not what I'm for. I'm not going for that. You're gonna get the other person implicated in the case. You're gonna put me in one. It's grooming. Like, how, like, what else do I have? I'm not homosexual. Like, what else do I have to tell you to get you to stop?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, at that point, this is a toxic environment. It's already an environment that's not suitable for a kid. And then on top of that, it's toxic, because then you go from there, we can't forget Mr. Beast.
Mm-hmm.
And how many people connected to him have been implicated in acts of the same sort, or even worse, like actually committing acts of certain stuff. So you know what I mean? I
Like
think it's just,
it don't matter if you're not the one doing it. The fact that it's on your platform or you facilitating it, you're just as responsible for all the other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so because I see that narrative too, and I don't like that, because as the person who's the front runner, the money man, the money, you should know what the fuck is going on. And the fact that you don't, that breeds a lot of questions on how you running your organization if you don't know this kind of shit is going on. And the shit with Ag and like people saying, I'm really tired of hearing talking about that's how we talk with our brothers and all that shit. It doesn't fucking matter how you talk with your brothers at the end of the day. I don't care. I'm talking about this situation with this child and these grown ass motherfuckers trying to persuade him and change his mindset and just flat out make him feel uncomfortable. Because I know good damn well if that was my son, they was talking to crazy too like that, we gonna have a real problem on our hands. I don't give a fuck if you ain't touched him. It don't fucking matter. The fact that you even bringing it, exposing it to him, I got a problem with. And then the fact that you kept pressing him and making him feel uncomfortable, I'm checking you all day. So
and the thing about Noor, he has a very interesting story. He's a Palestinian refugee in Malaysia.
I think he about to say Malaysia,
15 years old. His mom recently passed, and his dad is always working. So he's just alone for the most part, and he's finding community through the stream. So they almost looking at him like as a kid who,
he desperate.
Exactly. So they can prey on that. You know what I mean? Ozu said that he's being bombarded with all this because he ain't know nothing about it. Well, buddy, there's been a lot going on the internet. That's why I said in the thumbnail, it was all good just a week ago. It's a lot of stuff that's happening. You feel what I'm saying? And it's
Skip, you was cooking with that thumbnail. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was funny.
And it seemed like it's only gonna get worse. Because after that, oh no, I want to talk about Flip. So Flip, somebody in the chat said that Flip is an idiot, and I agree with that sentence 2,000,000%. Because Flip will acknowledge that he's wrong, and then get mad at people for not accepting the fact that he's wrong. It's like, bro, you wrong, you dead ass wrong, and just because you are willing to call yourself a hypocrite doesn't make anything about what you saying right, bro, or acceptable. We not finna let it ride because you acknowledging that you're a hypocrite.
He'll literally say, he was like, yeah, I know I'm wrong, but fuck that. I'm gonna just keep riding. I'm gonna keep rocking. That's literally what he was saying.
It's stupid as hell. And that's why I'm like, bro, like, he gonna be the undoing of that pod one way or another. He gonna fuck some shit up that he can't fix. And they already be talking. He was talking the other day. He was like, bro, I'm so happy that Joe heavily edits me and coaches me. But you grown as hell. You almost 40. Like you be acting like they so much older than you.
Yeah,
Like, bro, Joe might be 5-6 years older than you, bro.
that's
These
it.
niggas not 10. Like you're not J1, bro. You a grown ass man
Yeah,
with
with
a
a
kid
child.
that's Noah's age. And then
Yeah,
JR older than Noah. He out of high
I think.
school, I think.
Yeah, I think he like 20 something. Yeah.
Nigga old, grown ass man, bro. Um, but yeah, I just feel like that, like a lot of the people in that streaming culture, just have. I just think a lot of them have so many skeletons in the closet that they scared to stand up. So, because at that point, did they get exposed? What happened?
Okay, read this comment. From Strip Bugaloo. Now, this is something that we could talk about. At what point is Joe responsible? He gave us Act, Maul, Flip, etc. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say he gave us Act, but he
Oh
definitely
no,
gave us.
no. He did not. He did not do that.
Yeah,
Academics was already academics before
but
Everyday
yeah.
Struggle,
I mean, Flip was technically Flip already,
and
but
Flip was already him too. The only one he really gave us was Maul,
yeah, and Maul
and
is an
he didn't
idiot.
give us this version of Maul. Maul turned into this being Drake's hot pocket, as the leader say, covered in drizzle sauce.
Only reason I really wanted to point this out is because since it is kind of like a pattern, because Joe not like scot free, like he's had a lot of allegations on him about say a lot of topics kind of similar to like this. So just kind of like birds of a feather flock together almost. That's how I look at it.
Okay, Black Killer said Flip explained the mindset, so at least so I'm guessing that so at least gave the perspective and said he did and it was done to him. And I feel like if you able to recognize the fact that you were groomed or um subtly aggressed on sexually as a minor, you should be even more adamant against it happening.
Yeah, and
So
that's the
for you
shit
to
that
hear
I
Black
don't
go ahead.
I don't like that shit, bro. Like um in terms of like a lot of times when people go through trauma and certain things like that, they don't know that they're passing it on. But in these situations like this, that you knowingly know what the fuck is going on, you acknowledge what the hell happened to you, and you still want to expose that shit to someone else, even though it made you feel like shit. Why do you feel as though like it's kind of like that mindset of like the older generation? Well, we had to struggle and do this and do that. How dare y'all progress and not have to deal with the same shit that we had to go through? If
It's
we
sometimes
had it hard, y'all
jealousy.
gotta. If we had it hard, y'all gotta have it hard too, nigga. No, we don't. Like that's the
The
whole
whole
point of progression. Like
easier for the generation after you. That's the entire
exact,
yes.
exactly. Like
Oh,
that's why I just don't. Go ahead. Go ahead.
now finish
I
your
just
thought.
I just don't understand that mindset. And that's another part of that mindset of just passing on generational trauma just to do this shit because it happened to you. And that shit makes no sense to me.
Yeah. And further in the story, Academics said like he was accusing everybody that had an opinion about what he said as either somebody who was a Kendrick fan,
Mhm.
somebody who had a reason to quote unquote hate him previously. He was like, y'all mad that I said something about Meg, so now y'all want to gas this situation I'm going through right now. All the Kendrick bots, y'all mad that Drake still doing what he doing, so y'all trying to take this out on me. And then after that, he kind of did like a little semi apology where he even doubled down on the excuses in the apology.
Yeah.
But right after that, it was announced that he was banned from Twitch and
Yeah.
that Stake unfollowed him. So I think the only reason he did that apology or tried to apologize was to kind of try to prevent what was happening with Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah. He already knew it was coming.
Yeah, so I think he was trying to, okay, y'all gonna suspend me, but maybe if I apologize and come off as contrite, it may not be permanent. It
Yeah.
may be a lengthy suspension, but I may be able to get back to that.
Yeah.
And I think and after that, he went at Plaque Max again. Like
Yeah.
this is when he started to take focused aim at Plaque Max. We'll call him Freak Boy Max. He took aim at Freak Boy Max, and then Freak Boy Max responded, and he was like, at this point, once he felt targeted, now he's acknowledging the fact that what Academics was weird and the relationship that he had with Nord and how he feels like is no reason why he should be talking to Nord like that, being, how old he is, the situation that he has, and that he fucks with Black Boy Max. So, like you said, it's not people not gonna start standing up until it's either them or Ack.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I feel like Boy Max stood up like that, because he was just gonna let it go under the rug. He was gonna be like,
Yeah.
hey, I didn't fuck with it, and then just keep going, not
Yeah.
explain why he didn't fuck with it.
Like still trying to salvage the relationship. I'm like, bro,
Mm.
that's not when you really truly stand on some shit. That's not how that works. You can't be halfway in and halfway out. It's either you have morals or you don't. You have respect for yourself and your platform, or you don't. You can't just pick and choose like that. And I don't like how people are dragging Kendrick's name in this. Like he got anything to do with this shit. Talking about Kendrick fans doing this. Kendrick fans ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Ain't got nothing to do with this situation. Like, stop deflecting and own up and be a fucking man. Take responsibility for your grown ass actions.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you
yeah.
need to get put off the platform. Flat out.
Have y'all ever thought that people who listen to, like, people who are Kendrick fans can also just have sense or be decent people? Like, and there might be overlap with other decent people who have an issue with what you're doing. It ain't
Right.
necessarily got to be, hey, we diehard Kendrick fans, and now we want to see you fail because you was against Kendrick. Like, nah, bro, you did what you did.
Yeah.
You online grooming a kid, bro. Okay, hold on. Dre said, shout out to Dre for the super chat. He said Ack uses no Diddy 100 times on stream, then turn into Diddy on group chat. That's ironic as hell. That's crazy that you said that. But yeah, and Ack got his own stuff going on, man. Like, cause we got him on camera,
Being on a woman.
abusing the lady.
Yeah.
We got the case that we don't know what happened with the incident from 2022, where he was accused of participating in SA, him and two
Yeah.
of his homeboys at his crib. Yeah, so Act just got a very checker pass, and then we go back even to how he got into hip hop media doing the War on Chirac shit. Like, he hasn't done anything to make him be a stay in hip hop, would be a trash individual.
Yeah.
And he just has found a community with other trash individuals, and they just wallow in filth all the time.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why he feel like he not gonna go nowhere, because he got a base of slime ball ass niggas that support him and that watch him on stream all the time and help
Yeah.
pay his bills.
And other streamers are supporting him as well. Like the streamers I did see that come to his defense, like I didn't know who they was anyway, but I'm definitely not indulging in anything that you got to say or any of your content at this point because you're an idiot just like him.
Thanks.
So
Hey, make sure y'all hit the like. I think they said it was like 160. Let's get that up to 200 likes. Do that for me real quick. You got any closing?
yeah,
Was there
shout out
anything
to
from any of those reactions that you saw?
uh, what reactions?
But did you watch any of the think pieces on the academic situation?
I mean, I watched a couple. I watched No Like Shaq. I watched Screwface. I watched Curtis King. I got the Company Man. I got it in my watch later, so I was gonna watch it, but I haven't seen it yet. I watched Jay Black. Who else? But basically everybody is saying similar things, same things for the most part. But Screw really took offense to it. Besides they beef that they got going on, but
Mhm.
like he took the direction that I would have took in terms of like truly being offended as a father. Like you can
Yeah,
tell that struck a chord with him as a father, and I understood and I get that because like ain't no fucking way, bro. Because this shit is only gonna get worse because these type of activities and behaviors for us growing up, this is not the shit that you promote or condone out publicly or anything like that. People was hiding shit. Like the half of the shit that people get away with nowadays, you can say that shit when we was growing up. You can
But
do
the
that
thing
shit.
is, now we live in a digital age where you can spend hours upon hours,
Yeah.
like totaling up into days watching somebody on a computer screen that you'll never be in 100 miles of in your
Right.
entire life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people say shit. Like, and I think just like with the prank culture, you know what I'm saying? Like people do
Mhm.
stuff and then they realize in that moment it's just it's not what you thought it was gonna be. Like you can't control how that person react. You can't
Right.
you can't swipe up on this real life interaction. You might be finna get your ass beat. That person might not even care that it's a camera.
Yeah.
Like I done seen pranks where folks get knives pulled out on them and then they have to cut
Yeah.
the camera. You
Yeah. I
know
done
what I'm saying?
seen pranks where people actually got shot at.
Exactly. So it's
Either
like
got shot at or shot. Like
yeah.
period. So I've seen
So
that
you
shit.
can't play with people who ain't trying to play around to a certain extent. Like you will get your ass killed. You know what I'm saying? But with to agree what you were saying with the academics thing, with the Screwface and with the Curtis King, they both um looked at it as fathers, and that's how I interpreted it. Like I was
Yeah.
just thinking about Ro the entire time. Like
Yeah.
that was my son, like for lack of better words, Ack would be somewhere right now.
Yeah.
Ack would be somewhere right now. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody would have got a call like, hey man, make sure my kid's straight. I gotta go
Yeah.
handle something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Pretty much.
saying? But it's a lot of shit going on, and not a lot of it is great. So let's get to the next unfortunate piece of news. I don't know if you saw this.
What?
Um, the thing about I'm about to pull it up. Top Dog Entertainment.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That and the lotto thing that you mentioned. Those are things I don't really know too much about yet.
Oh, well, let me fill you in, my young brother. Give me 1 second. Let me get this shit situated. Okay, let's bring it up. Damn, man, I need to they need to create an ad free because I'm not finna pay for access to this shit. Okay, so for the people who are in the chat, I know we have a lot of overlap in a lot of our channel viewership between, chilling with Moni, Absa, shout out to Absa, and some other streamers. We have a lot of overlap. So I don't know if y'all saw the live from Absa this morning, but she was discussing the not only the case, but she also discussed the article from Newsweek where they automatically attached Kendrick Lamar to this.
Yeah. And
You feel
he
what I'm
not
saying?
even on the label no more.
It was like Kendrick Lamar's bosses, such and such, and then put his picture as the lead picture in the article. Like, and so much so, like, even got the name of the award that he was given wrong. They just wanted to try to find reasons to implicate him in it so they could connect him to the article,
Yeah.
even though it was wrong. You feel what I'm saying? So, like,
Yeah,
I
because you
want
know that's gonna drive traffic.
exactly, and that's why they did it. And she, she had a lot to say. So if you do get a chance, or if you haven't seen it, go check out her live stream on it. But the article says Top Dog Entertainment execs accused of sexual misconduct in new lawsuit. I'm not gonna go through the lawsuit. Like I said, if you want that in detail, go check out the video that Epsa did earlier. But I am gonna read some pieces from this Double XL article. According to court documents obtained by WXL on Friday, January 31st, the lawsuit was filed on December 3rd, 2024. It's ironic that it was filed 2 months ago and it just happens to come out
Mhm.
a day before the Grammys and a couple days before the press week leading up to the Super Bowl. But that's neither here nor there. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that later. By two women who are suing anonymously in Los Angeles Superior Court. The suit includes claims of sexual battery, sexual assault, sexual harassment, and unpaid wages. According to the suit, plaintiff Jane Doe was hired to perform public relations and marketing services for TDE. During the course of her performance of work for TDE, she was subject to inappropriate workplace behavior, including sexual harassment and assault by officers and executives of the company. The second plaintiff, listed as Jane Roe, is a friend of an artist signed to TDE. She alleges she was, in quotes, sexually harassed twice by TDE employees, one of whom gave her alcohol despite her being underage, in an attempt to further sexual advances while staying at a home owned by TDE. Let me know if you need me to stop before I finish. You
Man,
good?
the key words that's popping out here, it just smell like some shut up shit. That's what it smell like. But keep going.
Okay. The suit claims TDE's leadership knew about these instances of sexual abuse but took no action. TDE Chief Marketing Officer Brandon Tiffith, President Anthony Musa Tiffith, and employee David Harrell are listed as defendants in the suit. The two women are seeking a trial by jury as well as unspecified punitive damages. In a press release put out on Monday, January 27th, the accuser's attorney, Shunek S. Darap of Arns Davis Law, offered the following statement about the suit. This lawsuit presents a glaring example of the systematic abuse and exploitation in the entertainment industry. Our clients trusted TDE to act with integrity and professionalism. Instead, their trust was betrayed in profoundly damaging ways. They're bringing this lawsuit because they refuse to be silenced and because they intend to hold TDE accountable in court. End quote.
Listen, I am all for people, women or men, to get the proper justice due to them if they are truly been abused, sexually assaulted, taken advantage of, or whatever the case is. I am all for that shit at any point in time. However, in this situation for me, with a company like TDE, who pretty much has a spick and span track record,
Mm-hmm.
and the timing of this shit coming out is a couple weeks, no, we 2 weeks away from the Super Bowl.
Ooh,
Kendrick Lamar's big,
when's the Super
huh?
Bowl? What day is the Super Bowl?
I think it's the 12th. I think I'm not sure. I just know it's like a week and a half away or some shit like that.
Is it next Sunday, the 9th?
I don't know. I have to look it up. Oh, it
Jay
is next Sunday.
Toronto said next Sunday, and that's what I thought. I thought it was on the 9th. But go ahead,
Okay.
go ahead.
So yeah, the fact that this shit came out a week before Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance, on the heels of the Drake and Kendrick beef, of all the pedo accusations and things like that, and the keywords that you was reading out in that case just smells like some shit, just like a smear campaign, just what I'm saying, to fuck up their image. Like, I'm not gonna say it's a plant by what I'm saying, Drake and his team or anything like that, but it just seemed like it's just awfully convenient that this kind of shit is coming out now. And I don't know if I believe it or not. I'm just being honest. It just seemed too perfect of a time frame for this to come out.
I'll say this. We don't know whether it's true or false.
Right.
But I would say the timing of this article being released and all of these articles being released is extremely telling of the intended effect of not the case, but how it's being presented to the people.
It's
Because
being presented as Kendrick Lamar,
yeah,
not
and
TDE.
being presented the week of, is being presented the day before the Grammys and a couple days before press week for the Super Bowl, which
Yeah.
is going to be a huge media event. So
Mhm.
they wanted this to fall on him, so he would have to try to explain this or deal with this um going into the Super Bowl and the Grammys. So
Yeah.
that's the thing that round two has signified for me
Mhm.
is uh reputation damage. They
Yeah.
want them to be looked at funny in the light. And whatever is going on with this case, it's gonna sort itself out in court. Now, granted, it's a civil suit. So they're seeking damages, not necessarily trying to send them to jail. And you never know, a criminal case may come of this later, depending on how this goes. But the way that it's being parsed, Kendrick has absolutely nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Because if they wanted to include him in the court filing, they would have. And it
Right.
said that there were 10 does, if I'm remembering it exactly. But the does are people that the plaintiffs couldn't point out and identify. And there's
Yeah.
no way they wouldn't be able to identify someone as identifiable as Kendrick Lamar. So we know that he's not listed in this and won't be listed in this in any fashion. So that's the part that's upsetting, is because the media is trying to posture it to being, oh, Kendrick has something to do with this some type of way.
Yeah.
Especially the Newsweek article. Like Kendrick's name, like Kendrick Lamar is the first thing the article says. And
Yeah.
when you search it, that's the first thing that comes up. And a lot of people are saying, not a lot of people, it's a couple people. They were saying Kendrick owned 50% of TDE. Since when?
Yeah. That don't make
Since
sense.
when? Since when?
That don't
When
make
did
sense.
Kendrick become a fucking majority, damage majority stakeholder in TDE? Like, who
That don't
gets to
make sense.
leave the label and buy half the label?
Yeah. That don't
The
make
last
sense.
person that had that type of power ended up on a sick bed with a doctor shooting him up with some shit. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. I don't believe for a second. And then also, if that was the case, why leave?
Exactly.
If you have that much, that level of ownership, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of that makes sense. Now, I did see an article today from a quote that Top said in 2017. He was saying, like, believe it or not, Kendrick does have some stake in TDE, which is understandable. But
Yeah.
50% is outrageous, because
Yeah.
if I'm Top and I work my way all the way up to do all of the stuff that I did with all of these artists, why would I give 50% of it away to Kendrick
Yeah. That don't make
on
sense.
top of him leaving? So I don't have access to the earnings I will get from him with his continued work as an artist. And then I'm also giving him 50%. That don't make no damn sense. That's stupid.
And anytime in these kind of cases I see where it's not a criminal case immediately, they're just seeking damages and money, I always call bullshit on that. I'm just being honest, because if it's truly a situation where you've been done harm, I would want that shit to be a criminal case. I would want my justice. It's deeper than the money. It's more than the money. It's more than just the reputation. I want you gone if you did this shit to me and try to hush me up. You tried to keep me quiet? Hell no, nah, I'm saying some shit. It ain't just about getting the brag from it. It's just not. And I hate these kind of situations too, because especially in the case for women, it makes it harder for these cases to really come through and decipher, no pun intended, who's the real victims and who's not. Like the real victims that really need help out here can't get the proper justice they need because there's so many other precedents that come before that poke holes at any kind of credible story that can be out there. So it's just kind of like, I don't like this kind of shit. I really don't like, but it's really hard to decipher a lot of this shit before it gets to the level where it is now. Like you just got to go through the proper due process, you know what I'm saying, and figure out what the truth is ultimately. I just hate the timing of it.
Okay. And this is a good point from Jam. She said it's not up to the individual if criminal charges are brought for what it's worth. That's a prosecutorial decision. Um and I don't necessarily have an issue with that. I I think there is a level of I'm curious to know if there was an attempt to file criminal charges prior, especially being that they aren't as powerful as, let's say, a P. Diddy or somebody like that, where it wouldn't be such an arms race to possibly find somebody who would be willing to bring criminal charges against them. I don't think it would be that much of a struggle. But I do know there are certain, laws and rules, possibly a statute of limitations, or what they did might not put them in jail for the desired amount of time. So they figure it'll be best to hit them in their pockets, and maybe that'll set precedent in the industry or whatever the case is. But there has been for at least a decade now, a lot of civil cases in reference to crimes against women, and I don't have a problem with that, because if they did it, they need to be punished in the way that the person who's filing or seeking justice sees fit. So I'm not going to judge them on wanting to file a civil suit. I don't even have a problem with the suit itself. My only issue, shout out to Absa, just popped their head in the chat. Shout out to Absa. But my only issue is the timing of it and how it's presented by the journalist. I don't have an issue with the case at all. Absolutely, like I was saying earlier, she went through the case and we was like, shit, it's kind of tight. It's that they're not, it's not bloated. They're not trying to present something that's outside of the realm of possibility. It sounds like something that would normally happen.
Yeah.
And and when I say that, it's of course it's inappropriate behavior. I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm saying like the way that they did it, like some of the stuff that they did is a dude being thirsty, and that turns into it being inappropriate. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That
That
turns into
happens all
sexual
the time.
harassment. That turns into sexual assault. That
Yeah.
turns into those things. Like somebody trying to use their given position to get them favor with a female, because one of the women was staying at one of the TDE houses, and it said in the lawsuit that one of the dudes who was there, she was in the kitchen and he walked up behind her and made his presence felt. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's not like they were just doing some grand gestures. They was just being sick and thirsty. If what they're saying and this is true, they was just being some thirsty ass niggas, bro. That's
I
what it
just
sounds
don't
like.
I just don't like how Kendrick name being attached to this shit.
Oh,
I
of
don't
course
I
not.
don't
And that's what I'm saying. The journalistic portion of it is what I have the most issue with.
yeah, I don't like that.
Hey Dre, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, Dre? Kendrick didn't Kendrick's name shouldn't be brought up in this. That's what I'm saying. Unless somebody is
Oh,
placing
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. He's saying
what?
like it's a joke, but it's like a double. Like tell him Kendrick did it as a way to bring light to the situation because otherwise they wouldn't
Okay.
bring this to the forefront. With
Okay.
Kendrick name being as big as it is right now, if you attach his name to anything, it's going. You know what I'm saying?
Save
So
his life. Save his life.
I get it. I get it.
Like,
It's a double. It's
gang,
a
you
double.
tripping. Ripping. But yeah, that was my biggest thing, the lack of journalistic integrity in the whole thing. We can see that Kendrick, we can see that it's just gonna it's gonna be for Kendrick to pick up the pieces. Like that's the
Yeah,
biggest thing. The windfall is gonna fall in the lap of Kendrick.
yeah,
And that's it's hard to say what's fair, but yeah, that's not fair. And I don't like the false equivalencies that people are trying to compare this to the Baca situation. You
mhm,
know what I mean? Like, oh, Kendrick, well, TDE got weird cases, this, that, and the third. Like, okay, let's compare them. Let's line them up. This is a civil action, right?
yeah,
The person who filed or pressed charges against Baca, those were criminal charges that involved trafficking and other stuff. He pled guilty to some of that stuff to get some
mhm,
of the other stuff removed and went to jail. He's actually convicted of these things, not just uh accusation in a civil suit. Now, if that comes out to be true, then we have to um hold those people liable of that. But to at this very moment say that they're on the same level is absolutely insane. Y'all just want to win so bad.
yeah,
Y'all leaning on this for that. And then Drake has consistently made space for Baca in OVO. Like he
yeah,
was a rapper at one point. Like he's on the payroll for something else at this very moment.
yeah,
Like he made sure that he kept a connection with him closely and monetarily after he was convicted of doing that stuff. So, and then on top of that, Drake has his own set of issues that are already documented. Like Drake has his own lawsuit that he settled out of court a while ago. Like we don't even have a clear story of the accusation that Kendrick had in the early 2010s. The person that was the security guard that said she saw it had another job as a sex worker 6 hours away from the hotel that she said that she was at and was working both of them at the same time, allegedly. So how is she getting to and from 6 hours at a time to go be a security guard in Las Vegas while working at the little ranch thing? And then nobody has seen or heard from her in about 10 years. So it's like that, and then the publication that they came out on, media takeout, is not a vetted, like that's not a reliable source of journalism and information. So it's
Yeah,
like it's completely different. We
yeah,
can't
they
compare the
pride
two
themselves on sensationalism.
exactly. So we can't compare them together. Like Kendrick has given us no indication that he has done any of these things. Now, I won't say he's innocent because I don't know him. I don't know what he's done, but he's given us no indication that
Right.
he has the, let's say, predilection to do these type of things. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So like I'm not going to sit here and allow for him to be compared to Drake in that fashion when Drake has a 10-year pattern that it's just a list of breadcrumbs that can get you to the point where, okay, I understand why Kendrick said that. There's
I just
no evidence to that being stamped on Kendrick at this point.
I just feel as though they just trying to find a way to get a win
Yeah.
somehow for Drake because also too, I don't know if you saw this or not, but apparently the tour sales for his Australian tour aren't doing too hot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he's struggling for the first time in his career to sell out shows. So yeah, they just need some type of win. So they're gonna slap Kendrick name on here to try to smear his reputation.
Yep. Shout out to Shrimp Boogaloo. He said also the implication people will turn a blind eye to anything bad related to Dot. Nah, if it's true, get them gone. This is not a team sport. Exactly. Me and DJ have been on camera multiple times saying if Kendrick is deemed to be involved in any of the actions that he was accused of or that they're trying to link him to, get him the fuck out of here too, bro.
Yes.
Ain't nobody bigger than the program. So if we come to find out that Kendrick Lamar is doing any of the things he's accused of, there's no longer space for him here. It ain't, bro. Ain't no man on this earth worth me sacrificing all the stuff that I've built for myself and all the stuff that I stand on. There's no man existing for that. There's no
Right.
man existing that I do that for. So if it comes out, it comes out, and we'll deal with it at that point. And he'll get the same treatment as Drake did when he went through his situation. It ain't no, oh, we just gonna let it go because we like bro music. If we find out Kendrick is doing any of these unsavory things, his music don't even hit the same.
Exactly.
It don't even hit
Because
the same.
because the platform that he built his image on as the entertainer Kendrick Lamar is someone of high moral value, upstanding actions and things like that. So the stuff that you say in your raps is not gonna hit the same. The same way a lot of this shit that Drake says in his raps don't hit the same when a lot of the shit came out. With the ghostwriting shit, like and the numbers being fuzzed and all this other shit. A lot of the shit he rap about don't hit the same. So it'd be the same concept. Like, I don't know why people feel as though like just because you like somebody, like you just have to go with everything that they say and do. No. Like I don't know these people personally. Skip don't know these people personally. We not gonna sit up and defend these grown ass people online for what?
And we don't display urges of eroticism. I mean homoeroticism. We don't want to be we not gonna gush like little girls in the presence of these men. These are
Yeah,
regular people to us.
yeah,
I don't fuck with Kendrick like that. To the if Kendrick, a video of Kendrick got exposed and him showing himself, I don't want to see that. I'm not gonna sit
exactly.
and watch it, and I'm damn sure not gonna get on stream and brag about seeing it. Y'all niggas is weird, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all niggas really got a different level of connection parasocially with these people. Like it used to be, niggas used to be jealous of somebody doing good. You feel what I'm saying? Then it turned into niggas wanting to be next to people doing good.
yeah,
Now niggas want to be up under the arm of niggas doing good. Like you want to be, like you want Drake to see you in a certain way.
yeah,
That's the only way you tell thousands leading up to millions of people that you were comfortable watching a man masturbate on camera. That's the only way you say that. You like it's something arousing about watching him do that, bro. And if that and that's why they look at us like, oh, you Glaze and Kendrick, oh, you nah. The
no,
attitude
no.
that y'all have
Like
towards
like watch your mouth.
nah, we just like the music, bro. And you keep talking to me crazy, I'm gonna make you
But,
swallow your teeth. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
don't
Like, watch
exist,
your mouth.
bro. Like, so we're not above holding him accountable and dealing with him in the manner that's necessary if any of that stuff is to come out to be true. So let's go to some of the super chats. Jumanji 40 with the 499 super chat said, conversely, the digital age is why kids like Nora now know they don't have to accept the toxic behavior of older generations. Yeah,
That's
the
a
information
fact.
has been great and of a great detriment to a lot of the generations. Like, the information that is available can help build you or break you. And I think that's the biggest part of learning how to be able to discern. And as parents, learning how to guide their kids through the introduction to all of this information, because that's
Yeah,
the big part. You can get swept up in this shit and never get the answer to your first question.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got
And
something?
and even if like Noor is just like repeating some shit that he heard, and he don't truly understand exactly what he's saying,
Mm.
all you got to do is put it out there. That's all that you need to, and everything else will work on its own, exactly the way it's planned out, or not planned out, but exactly how it worked out. With people who are knowledgeable can point this shit out and speak
Yeah.
on your behalf. They can advocate for you because they understand things that you may not. So, like I said, I do agree with that super chat 100%. But it's all about how you use the information in this digital age that determines whether or not it's inherently evil or not, ultimately. So,
Yeah. And
um,
it don't matter if Nora understood what he was saying. As a grown man, you should.
exactly.
So
Hmm.
when he said groom, it should be like, boop. Nora should have disappeared off the stream.
Yeah,
Even though you've already done too much at that point, it's just like, all right, man, maybe we was tripping, bro. We was wilding. Like let's 18 and up this shit and just keep it going. Like, cause it's like the further you go, it's only gonna be so many of those borderline interactions before you say some shit out of hand that you can't take back. And that's
exactly.
what we at with Act. You know what I'm saying? And that's where all of these other streamers are, excuse me, watching what they say because they don't want to be looked at with a fine tooth comb or with a magnifying glass into their actions. Cause deleted, I already pulled up a bunch of weird activity from Blackboy Max. So it's like, that's why you don't take a stance. Cause like, okay, I don't want nobody looking at me. So I gotta make my peace, say it as quietly as possible, and then go about my business. But
Hmm.
shout out to K-Way for the super chat. He said, TDE responded on baller alert. I don't know why them know.
What did they say?
I don't know. And I don't know if I want to look up baller alert for a response. Yeah, I'm gonna let that be. But shout out to you for the super chat. K-Way again with the $5 super chat. He said Newsweek reported it first. Exactly. And they were the ones who were wilding. The author is Shannon Power, an Australian reporter who also said Kendrick was a Peabody Award winner, which also was wrong. And that's why I was saying earlier, like they were just slapping his name on that shit. Like, I, if I'm not mistaken, Absa said the artist who won a Peabody Award in hip hop is Jay-Z. Kendrick won the other award that got a P in the name. He won the Pulitzer Prize. Jay-Z won the Peabody. So it's just like, you didn't even take the time to get some of the more like you didn't just saying Kendrick's name was fucked up enough. And then on top of that, you putting incorrect award winners and shit. Like, you just showing your disregard. You couldn't wait to get this article out
Yeah.
and smut this man's name for whatever reason, whether it be clicks. It's ironic that Drake is in Australia now, and an Australian reporter put this first article out that sounds like a hit piece. I can't do no correlation, does not equal causation, but it's just a weird
The
um
timing of it is crazy.
yeah. Let's get to Stephen Calhoun with the super chat. Online activity has given Indiana Sauls. I'm guessing he's trying to say individuals, maybe individuals with these vices, a way to express degeneracy without consequences. That's a fact. You should have put an exclamation point right there. As this becomes acceptable, we end up with leadership that expresses the same vices. Man, that's the best comment tonight. That's the best one. Because I don't know if y'all have seen it, but there's a society. It's like the society for I think it's the Society for Man Boy Love. It's like a legitimized organization supporting uh pedophilia between a man and a boy. So a lot so what they do is they create the culture and then they try to formalize it, and then from that point they push it onto the people. So if they continue this type of stuff, they're going to get to a point where they're going to try to make it more acceptable for this
Yeah.
type of stuff to be going on.
Like
And
it's
at
already like like a I forgot what you call it, but it's like a term that they're using now of adults being attracted to children. Like it's a term for it, not pedophilia. It's something else. Like in terms of like the actual like infatuation part of it. I can't think of what it's called right now, but yeah, that is a thing that's out right now, and I just don't understand it for the life of me.
okay, so the name of the association is the North American Man Boy Love Association, and it's a formal association under um the Office of Justice program. So it's it's just weird, bro. It's just some weird ass shit, bro. Like, and with this streaming culture, even though it's not the exact same thing, it's like once you create the culture, it becomes easier to try to put a name on it and then push it out into the mainstream. So
Yeah.
when you look at it now, we've had like a bunch of stuff happening with Mr. Beast, and then you go into the Academics thing and Mr. Disrespect, and all of these guys have been having weird ass interactions with minors, so much so that the streaming community is becoming synonymous with unsavory relationships with children.
Yeah.
Like so much so that um my son can't even watch, like he can't even have YouTube Kids on no device, period, because they just put it's for kids and then start saying little slick shit in the little videos that they got going on.
Like it's even things going on with video games I did hear about, like Pokemon, for example. Like a lot of those like Poketubers, they get caught up in a lot of essay accusations or pedo accusations in these discords, these streams, these group chats, grooming children, forcing themselves on children, trying to meet up with them. It's just like they infiltrate anything that they possibly can to try to get
Yeah,
close to these children, and they do it through some of the biggest mediums possible. Fortnite is probably the biggest game in the fucking world right now. Pokemon is the highest selling franchise pretty much ever for the most part. I think outside of Mario, you know what I'm saying? Like, but these like type of entertainments, like they
yeah,
have such a big audience that you can attack in so many different ways. Like, you gotta watch what shit is going on. And I do agree with you about the YouTube kids. Like
mm,
these they be slotting in like slick shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're not really paying attention, of course a child not gonna understand it, but as an adult, you would. You can catch these things. And like
mm,
these and then also be like these families, like the families who go through and do like streaming stuff and do weird content, like weird pranks, and it's a whole bunch of just weird shit that I don't understand the purpose of it. And yeah, it's just kind of really unsettling when I've seen some of the stuff I've seen. I don't really care for it.
yeah. It's just turning into commodifying the exploitation of children, and it's just like, and with that, I'm just not going for none of that shit. So it's
Roblox, yeah, that's
yeah,
another one.
and that's the big entry point. Roblox, Minecraft, and shit like that. So they'll be on YouTube Kids streaming playing Roblox, like the
Yeah,
most washed down version of Roblox, but it's a grown person streaming. And next thing you
right.
know, they that whole cussing and saying weird ass words, and then your kid come back to you and say something weird like, "Where you heard that from?" Then you finally get them to tell you, and it's like, "Oh, it came from Roblox." You don't even play Roblox. You ain't even got no game. How do you know about Roblox? Find out it's on YouTube. Watch the video,
Yeah,
and he on that whole saying some weird ass slick borderline sexual shit in the video that the kid, like you said, can't perceive because the kid don't understand the language. But they be grooming the kids from 4 and 5
yeah,
to the point where they get to graduate to getting on these streams. Now they asking you straight up, would you have sex with a man? So
yeah.
we gotta um Hmm. A media person, well, not a journalist, a top tier journalist whose name I won't say for many reasons, said a quote about we have to compartmentalize all of the different components of media, especially in hip hop at this point in time. We can't let everybody parade around as a journalist. We got to kind of
Yeah.
understand that some people are just media personalities. Some people are actually working as PR agents for particular artists. And there are some people who are actually day in, day out, accredited, um, respectful, and integral members of the journalistic community. So we have to separate them so we can be able to handle them accordingly and know how to slot them and to decide who we need to give attention to. And I think with Act, we just need to put him somewhere where he don't even exist no more.
Yeah.
Let him be with his cesspool of fans in a small corner of the internet and not let him be a voice in hip hop no more. Because if that's the type of shit he's willing to do when he know the stream on top of the other shit that we've let him get away with over this last 7 to 10 years, it's only gonna get worse.
Yep.
You feel what I'm
And
saying? Let me get to these
sure.
last two super chats.
Okay.
Shout out to Lantoinette Booth. I think this is the first time I seen you in the chat. So shout out to you. TDE just responded to the allegations. Does anybody have a link to this response? Shout out to Tiana Cardi. This first time I seen you as well. We reached a point where people have decided they are comfortable in cults of personality. That's a fact. We know what happened every time it's a charismatic leader. Some type of code is being formed and people gonna start falling off the map. And she said, that being the case, I appreciate you both for the nuanced convo. Thank you very much for those words, and thank you for the super chat. But if anybody has a link to what they're saying about this response, let me know. And shout out to Dre. He said, Maps is the community, minor attracted person. Yeah, we can't have this shit infiltrating this way into hip hop, bro. We can't do it. We really got to get it off the face of the earth. But right now, we have the power to control whether or not it makes its way into hip hop.
And shout out to I see a comment from Black Healer. Did you see this Nickelodeon documentary? Yes, I did.
I didn't watch it.
Um, you didn't watch it,
My wife told
man.
me about the Drake part.
Drake is Drake
Yeah,
Bell.
yeah,
I felt so sad for his dad. I felt sad for him, Drake, and his dad because his mom, Drake's mom, truly let that boy down. Like, I'm
yeah.
sorry, like she let that boy get it's a whole bunch of shit, bro. But just in the simplest terms, if you ever do get around to seeing it at some point, basically his dad picked up on a lot of the pedo vibes from the guy
Mm-hmm.
who was running Nickelodeon or one who was in charge of the shows and things like that. And he was trying to keep Drake away from him. And the fact that, the parents, they weren't together at the time, they were separated. The sole custody fell on the mom. And basically, they just pushed him out of the way, the dad. And when he got pushed out the way and moved out of his life, Drake's life, then the shit just went downhill. Like his mom just really allowed him to go spend the night at this dude's
Night and be
house
with us for long periods at a time. Yep.
the time. Like that's fucking insane to me, bro. Like, and the mom won't speak on it at all. Like, I don't think she said a word about it. And ultimately, yeah, I hold you accountable for that. I do because you allowed that shit to happen. Whether it was
Yeah.
some paid off shit or you just being like negligent. Like, I don't fucking know, bro. But it's sad, bro. It really is. And when Drake dad came on there and he cried, I cried with him. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's tough, man. And a lot of that shit with Nickelodeon and even that is I more so heard it with Nickelodeon than with Disney. But with
Mm-hmm.
Nickelodeon, a lot of the innuendos and the hidden messages and the
In the shows
inappropriate,
and cartoons. Yep.
yeah, in the jokes and things like that, it is definitely like unacceptable, bro. And looking at this shit growing up as a child, I didn't really recognize like majority of it. Now, some stuff I did pick out. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that, but I didn't realize that's what that meant back
Mm-hmm.
then. But as an adult, looking it back at a lot of these shows, and it's 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 tough, man. What they did to Ariana Grande, man, it's tough, bro. What they did to what's her name, Amanda Bynes,
Yeah.
it's the reason why she crazy, bro. It's a reason for it, and I
Probably the
think it
Olsen
really is.
twins too.
Yeah, yeah, Olsen twins, yeah. But ultimately, I just think like that content, that studio house of Nickelodeon kids, like I'm glad it's gone, like for the most
Mhm.
part. Now, of course, that kind of behavior is still in the industry, but at least with Nickelodeon, where it was so prominent during the '90s, I'm glad they don't have that kind of influence no more.
Okay. All right. Um, I think we knocked this out the park. Are you ready to get to something at least a little bit more jovial?
Yeah, man.
Let's get to let's get to the Grammys. Let me give me a second. Let me pull it up. I didn't have it situated. Let me get to the Grammy
Oh,
nomination.
but this might be the first Grammys I done actually sat down and watched, bro. I'm gonna watch this shit tomorrow.
I'm not. The
I'm gonna watch it.
let me tell you about one time I watched the Grammys. This was maybe 2016, 2015. This was back when I was smoking weed, right? Okay, so me and T, we geeked up. We watching the Grammys. This was the year where whoever made the song "Take 'Em to Church," "Take 'Em to Church," I'll some, and I'll show you my sins, and you could dun, 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 dun. Anyway, the year that they performed, it was just a string of weird ass Hozier. It was a string of weird ass demonic ritualistic performances back to back to back. And it wasn't like I'm high, so I'm thinking it. Like, no,
Yeah.
bro. Like the whole Hozier thing was like a perversion of church. You know what I mean? Like, and then one of them was like they was performing like some type of spell, and then they had the Hegelian dialect with the checkered blowing all this shit. It was just a whole bunch of shit back to back to back. And I was just like, yeah, I'm never watching the Grammys again. Like the Killer Mike shit, like I only saw that in on YouTube. I'll never watch another like just the entire thing is weird. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So no, I'm not gonna watch this shit. So
Yeah, Sam Smith too. I did see that Sam Smith. Like, I forgot what song it was, but that shit was like very, very demonic. And of course, you always could talk about Lil Nas X. I mean, his shit is just fucking blatant. And
yeah,
how
he just went out at that time. Like this was me and T weren't even married yet. This had to be like 2016, 2015, maybe even 27. Nah, 2016. It was one of them times. Okay, real quick, shout out to Praveen Rao. I'm thinking if I mispronounced it, put the correct um pronunciation in the chat. Shout out to you both. Oh, shout out to both of you and your fans and team and your family team. I'm sorry, I'm fucking this up. So let me try to read this again. Shout out to both of you and your fam and teams. Thank you for your perspective. Much appreciated.
yeah,
Um, I know for a fact this is my first time seeing you. So shout out to you for joining the chat. Um, and uh Eshawan said I did not have Hegelian dialect on my bingo card tonight. That's the thing about these chats, like this stuff. Anything can happen. Like if you was in the chat last night, like it turned into church. You feel what I'm saying? So like
yeah.
it got crazy. But let me make sure I didn't miss any other ones. Okay. We was finna talk about the Grammys. Okay,
Yeah.
let me pull up the nominations. Cause I'm tired of talking about the sad stuff.
'Cause, I mean, it's only gonna get deeper because I do kind of want to address some of the stuff I seen in the comments, but it's go snowball. But
Well,
just know I see y'all comments about Drake.
nah, go
I
ahead.
seen
Go ahead.
those.
Go ahead. What
No,
what was some of the stuff that they said that you wanted to
well, it just kind of like basically the cycle continues, like because Drake Bell was assaulted and molested a lot of times. It was some cases that came out on him where he was
Mhm.
trying to groom children as well, and I think it's just because of the fact that the situation that he grew up in, and he decided to turn around and do the same thing to kids after him. So it's just
Yep.
like the cycle continues of the abuse, just keeping the trauma going. And I just don't really know how you stop that. But I definitely because they spoke on it a little bit in that documentary. They didn't really harp on it a lot though, but they did
Mm.
speak on it on his case as well that he's had with with minor children. So It's just real unfortunate, man.
Okay. Now, I don't know a lot of this stuff that's not hip hop. But do you want to give a shot to some of this stuff that's just not hip hop?
Let's see. Man, shout out to Queen B, Beyonce, man. Texas Hold'em. I see you. I see you. You're not gonna win though, but I see you. Shout out to Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather. I actually like that song. Um, Chappelle Rowan. I don't know who that is.
Chaperone.
Um, Chaperone. Okay. I know who Charlie XCX is, but I don't know that song, so I'm not sure what that is. Of course, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Sabrina Carpenter. Like they play this shit so much on the radio. I know this damn the song by heart. um, and let's see, Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone. I don't know that song. I'm not sure what that is.
It's
Um,
probably huge.
yeah, I don't know
You
what
got
that is.
searchable phrases in the world in a song. Taylor Swift, Post Malone, and Fortnite. Even if it's
Yeah,
not like the game, but still.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with out of this. I don't know if they're gonna give it a Not Like Us, bro.
No, they.
I think they're gonna give it to Billie Eilish or Birds of a Feather.
I think it's either going to be Birds of a Feather or it's going to be Sabrina Carpenter. My pick is probably Sabrina Carpenter for Espresso. I think that's probably going to be the one that's going to win it.
Okay. You said Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
What y'all think, chat, for record of the year? Post Malone and Taylor Swift swept the VMAs.
Oh,
That
okay. Well, never mind.
Billie is a Grammys darling. I think one of the years she went crazy. Like her and what's his name? Phineas. I think
Yeah,
that's
Phineas.
her name.
Yeah, Phineas. Yeah, that's her brother.
We got a couple for Not Like Us. Taylor or Sabrina. Like yeah, I'm if it was anything other than the Grammys for record of the year, like outright record of the year, I would probably be leaning Kendrick. But being that it's the Grammys, and we know like for the super duper top awards, it's generally one of
The pop rim.
one of the pop artists. That's a very political way to say that, DJ. Shout out to you. Um Kendrick, what's the difference between record? Record is when all of the components are like everybody is given an award. Like everybody who had something to do with it. So like the engineer,
Hmm.
producer, the person who did the mix, like all of that stuff is a part of the record of the year. Any writers, all of that stuff goes to the record of the year. The song of the year is just the song. So yeah, you said Sabrina Carpenter, I said Billie Eilish. Album of the year, we got Andre 3000, New Blue Sun,
That's
Beyonce.
your shit.
I love it. I swear to God, I was listening to it earlier.
Yeah.
I was just listening to it earlier, like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Beyonce, Cowboy Carter, Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft. That's crazy as hell. Chaperone, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. Charlie XCX, Brat, Jacob Collier, I guess the Jesse Volume 4, Sabrina Carpenter, Short and Sweet, and Taylor Swift, The Tortured Poets Department. I have no idea. I think I'm gonna go with Taylor though. I think I'm gonna go with Taylor for album of the year. You think Cowboy Carter gonna win it?
Yes, sir. My bias is all the way here.
Hold on. So are you saying who wants to win? Do you really think Beyonce is going to win over Taylor Swift at the Grammys for
No.
album of the year?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you just who you want to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So let's what y'all think? Y'all still going Taylor? Either Taylor or Billy? Because what's his name? Because it was outside of the Grammy cycle, it won't be eligible to 2026. Kiminoak, Kiminoak. I can't. I'm sorry if I'm fucking that up. It's not in this year's Grammy cycle. Absa says she's with DJ. Let us dream. I mean, that's cool.
Shout out to Absa. Yes, ma'am.
Because I was trying to more so do predictions, but if you want to go like for who you if you want to go who you banking on, we can do it that way too. Song of the year: Texas Hold'em, Beyonce, Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather. It's basically the same shit. So the only difference is Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile is on this one, and Shabuzi,
Boozy.
uh, Tipsy. But it's pretty much the exact same list from Record of the Year.
You
I'm
know,
still going.
honestly,
I'm still on this one. I think I'm gonna go Not Like Us.
yeah, I was just gonna say for this one, I might actually go Not Like Us for this one. I really do think this one may actually be the one that he might get.
Yeah, I think he'll win this one because I think the impact of it was so big it crossed over. I think the only one that might be close, and I think with the impact that Not Like Us had, I think he's gonna win for that.
Like the only other song I feel that's really, really close is the Please, Please, Please song. Because all her songs are big. All of them. I mean,
Okay.
granted, I know Taylor Swift is right there, but I I think Sabrina Carpenter's a little bit hotter, in my opinion, right now. So if Kendrick doesn't win, it's gonna be her, I feel. But you can never count Taylor out though. So
Okay. And I said Not Like Us. A lot of the people in the chat was saying that they think this the one Kendrick gonna win too.
yeah.
Best new artist: Benson Boone, Doechii, Chaperone. Why these names be so crazy?
I don't know.
Khruangbin, Ray, Sabrina Carpenter, Shabuzi, and Teddy Swims.
Shout out to Teddy Swims, bro. Like I recently became a fan of Teddy Swims, bro. I like his music, bro. I mean, he's not a super, super strong singer, but I
Mhm.
like how he sings, and his songs are really good. Like I really like Teddy Swims. But this is gonna be clear Sabrina Carpenter. I'm
Oh,
surprised she's still considered a new artist
I was
still.
about to say I didn't know she was a new artist.
Yeah, I mean, granted, she only been out like 2 years, but I mean, still though, like 2 years, like in the public, like mainstream. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't think she would be in this category though. But yeah, she gonna win. It's gonna be a landslide on that one. I mean, I don't think. I mean, I love Doechii. Shout out to Doechii, but she not getting this.
I would
Uh,
love for it to be Doechii just to see the look on a lot of their faces when she walking on stage. I
I
would
mean,
love for it to be, but I'm with you. I don't think so.
but I mean, just the fact that you even nominated, I mean, that's still like a, you know, what I'm saying something you can put in your portfolio. It definitely
Yes,
moves the numbers. That's for sure.
multiple time nominated. Okay, so producer of the year, non-classical. I don't know none of these people.
Yeah, I don't know that shit either.
Uh,
Mustard, mustard.
I was about to say, I'm gonna just say Mustard because I don't know none of them other people.
What?
Songwriter of the year, non-classical. I don't know. You know
I'm
any
just
of
gonna
these?
say, I'm just gonna say Ray.
Okay. So because somebody said Ray will be cute, so I'm gonna go with Ray. Best pop solo performance. Um, Beyonce, Bodyguard. Um, Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather. Good Luck Babe by Chaperone. Apple by Charlie XCX. And they knew what they was doing with that because it's supposed to say SCX. Um, Sabrina Carpenter Espresso. Off performance, I'm gonna go Bodyguard by Beyonce. She smoked that fucking song.
Yeah, but
I be singing it. Since we not doing just straight up predictions, I really like that song. So I'm gonna
yeah,
say Beyonce.
I like it too. But I don't think this will be the one I feel they give Billie Eilish.
Oh, okay, because you hadn't really given her any of the wins so far. So you thinking
Yeah.
it's gonna be the one she get?
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie. I think they'll get us from the Beyonce because they know um the other stuff that they like kind of have reserved for the bigger pop acts
Hmm.
are more so record and album of the year. So they if they was gonna give Beyonce one, it'll be the song, the pop. It ain't even a song, it's just a pop solo performance. It's just what you how you did on the song. You feel what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Beyonce on that one. I love that song, bro. And I haven't
Mhm.
even really heard the album in its entirety, but
The
um
album is good, bro. It's
I
really
listened
good.
to Renaissance in its entirety. I just never got around to Cabo Carter. It was too much shit going on last year.
In my
But
opinion, I think
I
Cowboy Carter is better than Renaissance. That's just
get
my
out of
opinion.
get out of town.
I'm serious. I really
Shut
do feel that way.
shut the front door, DJ. Shut the front door.
That's just me, bro.
Okay, best pop duo slash group performance. Ariana Grande, Brandy and Monica, The Boy Is Mine remix.
Yeah, I
Beyonce
heard that one.
featuring Post Malone, Levi's Jeans. Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish, Guess featuring Billie Eilish. Gracie Abrams featuring Taylor Swift, Us. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile. The only song I know on here, I know the original version of The Boy Is Mine, and I know Levi's Jeans.
This is the one I feel that Beyonce might be able to get because it's featuring Post Malone. And if
Somebody asked you, KK asked you, are you a country fan, DJ?
I mean, I'm a fan of music, but I can't say that I'm an actual country fan. No. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
like some country songs, yes, absolutely. But yeah, I can't say I don't know a lot of country music to answer the question. No.
And I don't know which one that Gen X was. Oh, it's got to be recent. She said she got Bruno and Lady Gaga winning this one. I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. If Beyonce don't get this, because this is the one I'm picking Beyonce for. If Beyonce don't win this one, it's definitely gonna be Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. That's gonna be the one that's gonna win. Cause that song going stupid on the radio, bro. It is.
Peace to Absence. She said she got a dip. Thank you for stopping in with us. Y'all throw some W's to Apps on her way out. Show us some love on the way out. Let me see. What we at?
I'm sorry, y'all. I see y'all. I know y'all hurt. I get it. I'm a Beyonce fan too, but I'm just being realistic. They don't want that woman to win. They don't. They really don't. And with the other people in this category,
It's the
I
same
feel
for over and over.
over. I just feel as though that Post Malone is gonna help her get it. I really do feel like that. Not saying that Beyonce can't win one on her own. She's won Grammys on her own before. So I'm not saying that she can't get it, but I just saying that that's gonna help, I feel. So especially with her, I do agree with Janice Gemini here, especially with her not even being nominated or allowed into the CMAs, the Country Music Awards. She gonna get at least one over here. Just
Yeah.
on some due diligence, like some justice type shit. And I think that'll be the one.
Hold on. Let me see how many Grammys Beyonce got. Because she got a lot of them.
Shit, a lot. And Sue
She got 20,
Survivors and a lot.
29 Grammys.
She what?
She got 29 Grammys.
That's crazy.
The leading nominee with 11 nods is Beyonce, who's won the most trophies in Grammy history. She leaving with some. Ain't that what
Yeah.
Denzel said?
Yeah. I'm leaving with some.
I'm leaving with some. She's definitely leaving with something. I just think the album of the year and song of the year, they're gonna try to reserve those for the artists that they're trying to push, those big pop artists. They're gonna give Beyonce probably the performance song and maybe the duo song. So let's get to best dance. I'm skipping these. I'm skipping pop vocal album. I'm skipping best dance electronic.
What you skip it?
Yeah, because I don't. Do you know any of this shit?
Kate Renata in there.
Do y'all know anything about pop vocal and dance electric recording, or can we skip these and keep going? I don't know. I just don't want to waste time if we don't even know these people.
I'm going Kate Renata just out the strength. Childish Gambino, okay. Best dance pop recording. What's the difference? What does that mean?
The recording is more involved it's like they take more things into consideration. Like they take the mixes and all of that shit into consideration. They take the writers into consideration. They take the instrumentation and stuff into it. Like they break the song down into compartments when they do the actual record. So everybody that has something to do with the creation of the song wins a Grammy from that.
Okay. Well, I don't know none of those songs, so I can't give an opinion on that.
I'm gonna skip this shit because I don't want to waste time and we don't know what this shit is.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you good. I'm just fucking with you, bro. I'm just talking shit.
Best dance. I'm gonna go with you. Let's go with Kate Renata Timeless. Best mixed recording. Doechii did a song with Kate Renata and JT Alter Ego. Oh, so it's the Kate Renata remix. I was about to say I didn't. Okay, so I'm gonna go with damn best remixed recording. I don't know. I haven't heard any of these remixes.
Oh no, Mark Ronson. That's gonna be a tough out. I ain't gonna lie to you. That and the David Guetta with Shabuzi.
Mm-hmm.
That them two. That's maybe a tough out for Kate Dot. I ain't gonna lie to you, because David Guetta is huge and Mark Ronson is huge, but David Guetta he wasn't the one.
And then, because they want to give it, they want to a big part of why the Grammys is kind of fugazi is because it's about creating ad space. So they need the big names to come, and the only way the big names gonna come is if they know they're gonna win an award. So
Right.
if it's like a great song on there, but it's another song that maybe not as good, but the names are larger, that larger name is gonna win sometime. So let's skip all of this rock shit,
Yeah, I
all
don't
of
know
this
none of that.
shit, and let's get
God
to the.
damn, hold on, Skip. You going too fast. Hold on. Wait
I'm
a
saying,
minute.
do you listen to?
I'm just trying to see what the categories are. I didn't see what they are. You was going too fast.
This is rock and alternative. We skipping that unless
Okay,
you
all right.
listen to metal.
No. You good. I was just trying to see what it was.
All right, cool. Let's get the best R&B performance. Chris Brown, Residuals. Coco Jones, Here We Go. Uh-oh. Janae Aiko, Guidance. Money Long, Made for Me, live on BET, and SZA, Saturn.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what you want me to tell you what's gonna win, or do you want to hear what I like?
We're doing predictions, so you can base your prediction off of however you feel. Just preface it first.
Okay, well, SZA gonna win this hands down. Saturn, I feel, is too much of a crossover commercial success. I feel.
Mhm.
So yeah, Saturn's definitely gonna win. Um, I like the Chris Brown residual song. It's not my favorite song from that album, but I do like it. But the one that actually makes me laugh when I hear it and I actually like listen to it is Coco Jones, bro. Like she be really getting her shit off on that song, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really like that song. Um, I don't know the Janae Aiko song. I never heard that. And I don't
Mhm.
know this Money Long. Oh no, Made for Me. Oh, okay, yeah. I know that song. No, I don't really care for that one too much.
Is that the twin Where Have You Been song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Um, they probably gonna give it to her because it's the biggest song out of the group. But they might
Nah.
give it to SZA because she's on a run right now.
Yeah, now SZA gonna win it. She gonna get it.
Okay. I'm gonna go SZA too. I'm gonna go SZA Saturn. Best traditional R&B performance. Kenyon Dixon, Can I Have This Groove? Layla Hathaway featuring Michael McDonald. Michael McDonald?
No lie.
Michael McDonald. Oh. Lucky Day, that's you. Marsha Ambrosius, Wet, Money Long, Make Me Forget.
Ugh, Marsha Ambrosius, get that shit out of here.
You don't
I'm
like
sorry.
Marsha Ambrosius?
No, bruh. I don't.
Are you
I don't.
serious?
I'm dead ass. I don't
Yeah, that's
at all.
nuts. I'm going Lucky Day.
Uh, as
The
far
song
as who,
this album is good, and that song is good.
the only song I truly, because I don't know Kenyon Dixon, I don't know that song, and I haven't heard the Layla Hathaway song. But I feel Money Lone's like vocal performance on the song is better than Marsha Ambrosius and Lucky Day, in my opinion. Like if
Mm,
you heard that song, like she's actually really going through some runs on that song, bro. Like she sounds good, like better than I ever really heard her before. So I like her for this category, in my opinion.
okay, I'm gonna go Lucky Day. Best R&B song. Coco Jones, Here We Go. Kalani After Hours. Money Long Ruined Me. SZA Saturn and Tim's Burning.
Um, I want Coco Jones to win because I just like Coco Jones and I like that song. But SZA gonna win this one too.
You think so?
Yep.
Okay. I hadn't really heard nothing other than SZA on this list. Um, so I'm a defer to you.
I ain't
Best
gonna lie to you, bro. Coco just she holds something for me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. She one of my
I
yeah.
I
I'll just say it, bro.
I
I'll just say it, bro. I
I
like it.
let you say something stupid.
Oh man.
Best progressive R&B album: Avery Sunshine, So Glad to Know You, Childish
Yeah.
Gambino, Bando Stone in the New World, Duran Bernard, En Route, Kalani Crash, and No Worries, Wallow. I'm going No Worries.
And I haven't heard that one yet. And I know it's on the list too.
So good.
I ain't
And
heard it yet.
my boy is sad as hell on that album, boy. But it's good, bro. That
I've
album
been
is really
want I've been wanting to get to it, bro. I have not got to it yet. I like Duran Bernard. Like he's somebody that I recently actually started liking. I like him.
he-
Um
he's extremely talented.
yeah, he's very animated, but that's what I
Very,
like about him. Childish Gambino, I haven't heard his album either. 'Cause he dropped that album last year too, right?
yep.
Yeah,
And
I
released Alta Vista, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. So I'm just gonna go with you and say no worries on this one
Yeah.
because I don't know Avery Sunshine. Like I don't know that song. I haven't heard Childish Gambino. I haven't heard that song by Duran.
Well, no, this is an album.
Oh, album. Okay, no, I haven't heard that album either, and I didn't hear Kalani either. So no. So I'm just gonna go with you and say no worries.
Yeah, the Duran Bernard, like he's getting better at song making. I feel like
Yeah,
that's the part of his artistry that he needs to continue to fine tune. Like, bro can sing his ass off. Like, he can go from damn near the top, like he can go from falsetto to the lowest baritone in like a split second. Like,
yeah,
talent wise, he's the most talented vocalist on this list, and that's
right.
not even close. He might be one of the best, the most talented vocalists in mainstream music, for real, for real. Like, he's
Yeah,
super talented as a vocalist.
I
um
agree.
I just think his maturation will come as he gets better at
Songwriter.
building songs. And
Yeah,
he's been getting better. Like, I started listening to him. I think the name of that project was titled Duran. um and it had one of my favorite songs from him. It's called Melody. That song is amazing. I had came across him just on a random post on Instagram. Like,
yeah,
in the channel, the Instagram channel I was following, they end up putting the performance behind a paywall. So I had to like look for him on the internet. And when I found him, I was like, oh, bro. I knew from the moment I was like, bro, he's super talented, bro. And
yeah,
he just been getting better and better over the last like 2.5, 3 years since I've been paying attention to him. So I'm rooting for him. If he wins, like, out of anybody, I want him to win.
yeah.
I'm rooting for him the most. I just think that No Words is this amazing body of work. Let's go to best R&B album: Chris Brown, 1111 Deluxe, Layla Hathaway, Vonta Black, Lucky Day, Algorithm, Money Long, Revenge, Usher, Coming Home. I'm going Lucky Day, Algorithm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Lucky Day gonna win this one. It's
That's
definitely not it's not Usher, I'll tell you that right now. Um, like I like some songs from that album, but overall it's just it don't really hit like that. It really, really came and went. It did not circle back around in my rotation. So I haven't heard Money Long yet. I heard the Chris Brown. It's cool. I like Chris Brown, I really do, but a lot of his songs really sound the same.
mm,
And like he's becoming really formulaic in the sense that he has a bass line and he just tweaks it with every different song for the most part. Like the beats are sounding similar. I mean, you can even say the content is kind of similar. Like a lot of his songs now are really, really starting to sound the same.
mm.
If you're a Chris Brown fan or super fan, you won't have a really issue with it, I would say. But just for me being objective, that's what I feel about it. A lot of his songs are starting to sound the same to me.
I
Even
got
though
you.
I like his music, but I can definitely notice that. So
And I haven't really I don't know, man. I haven't really been listening to Chris Brown in a long time. Bro, y'all probably gonna kill me in the comments, but I think the last project of Chris Brown's that I listened to from front to back was "Fan of a Fan" with Tiger.
oh damn that shit. All that
That's
shit would just that would just remakes and samples of other songs.
no, but and that's the last project of his that I listened to. Like I just don't follow Chris.
Damn.
Like
That's
I listened to
do you
like
not see
I had his first album on CD, like the Chris Brown album. The
yeah.
second album, I liked some song. I like the lead songs on it, but I just lost connection with Chris Brown. So I
Was it
just
when he turned like super pop, like house music? The
um I
beautiful
think
people.
I ain't gonna lie, I think it kind of was like it kind of followed the timeline of his descent. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
cause I liked all of his singles, like probably coming up to the Rihanna shit. And then after that, I just stopped listening to him. So it wasn't necessarily that I stopped liking his music. It's
yeah,
just my interest probably just ended up going elsewhere. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
and I think around that time, Anderson .Paak started to emerge. Like Frank Ocean I think that's what did it too. Like Frank Ocean.
yeah.
Like, bro, like if Frank Ocean making Channel Orange and Nostalgia Ultra, I don't really need nobody else. And then Anderson .Paak come out of nowhere and
Malibu.
drop Malibu, and then I go back
Yeah.
and find Venice. It's just like, bro, I ain't even thinking about Chris Brown, and I don't know disrespect shit. I'm just into those artists now.
And it's so crazy because Chris, do you see the numbers he doing like over in Africa and shit?
I saw he did. He had 96,000 people in the
Like
stadium.
he's selling out the biggest venues multiple nights in a row, bro. Like it's not like he's not successful. He's definitely successful right now.
Mhm.
But when I just look at his music objectively, it does sound very, very similar. And it really started when he started dropping the albums with the 40 plus songs on it, when he was just clearing out the hard drive. That's when it started. When you can hear like all the recording sections that he's doing, and a lot of these songs are sounding the same. And then it just continued on from there because he dropped two albums back to back that had like 40 songs plus on it.
Oh
So
no,
it's just
he just cleaning out the hard drive and playing the streaming game, and that's cool.
yeah,
I don't have an issue with that, but whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I'm not gonna, and that's another thing. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna sit down and listen. Nigga, I don't care who it is. I'm probably not gonna listen to 40 songs from you at a time. I'm
And
not gonna get through that.
with Usher, like Usher at this point, I feel is a legacy act. Meaning that if this nigga don't come out with no more music, he good, bro. Like Usher is solidified. He's goated at this point. He don't need to try to keep up with the trends to try to make new music unless he's just truly passionate for it. But otherwise, I think I'm kind of good. I don't need another Usher album unless it's gonna be like on the level of 8701 or Confessions or
And it's not.
even
This costs too much money, and the label has to be behind you. You feel what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
you have to have label support to get a classic album, especially in
yeah,
R&B and pop, because it's just so many things that go into that. Like they have to break you through so many barriers to have that. Like you gotta do writing camps and spend millions of dollars on songs. You gotta spend millions of dollars
yeah,
in marketing and promotion. You gotta it's just so much that goes into that. Like you're not just gonna up and drop a classic album, especially at that level, like with
yeah,
super hit songs and shit. Like after the label is just like seeing you as a legacy act. It don't happen like that. But
yeah.
shout out to Dre with the super chat. This Is America was a Drake sub and it won a Grammy. That's yes, that's true. Shout out to you for the tidbit. Um Shout out to Shrimp Boogaloo. At Weird Decipher would love to hear a discussion on what makes a classic album. Um, we can do that. It'll be
Yeah.
too long for tonight.
Yeah,
Uh,
hell yeah.
but yeah, we definitely can do that. That's easy.
I think we was already gonna do that anyway.
Yeah, it was one of our earlier topics with when we started the Patreon. This one of those early like list of shit. But let's keep going. Best rap performance. Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Next question. Or Kendrick Lamar, Like
Like
That.
that.
Well, Future, Metro, and Kendrick, or Dolce, Nissan Altima. But I'm going Not Like Us.
Yeah, I'm going out like us too.
Is that
Mm-mm.
any
No.
any questions, chat? Okay. Gen X Gemini said NL Not Like Us done. Best melodic rap performance. Beyonce, Linda Martell and Shabuzi Spaghetti. Uh,
Okay.
Metro Boomin, Future in The Weekend. We Still Don't Trust You. That song is so fucking fire, bro. Jordan, Ade Tunji featuring Kalani remix.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Mama and Rhapsody featuring Erica Badu, 3 a.m.
Shout out to Rap. Shout out to Rhapsody, man. I
I
love
would
that song.
I would love to see Rhapsody on that stage winning a Grammy after the album she just put out.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be Beyonce and Shaboozey and Linda Martell. But I
Yeah.
also but I wouldn't be mad at a dark horse, the We Still Don't Trust You intro. That song is fire.
Beyonce is gonna win this one,
Mhm.
but a sleeper I think that you kind of sleeping on for real is that goddamn Kalani song. That might actually pull this shit off, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That song is huge, bro. Especially when Kalani actually got on the remix of the shit. Don't sleep on that one, bro. Don't be surprised if that shit win this one.
I
But I'm gonna
won't.
go. But I'm gonna go Beyonce though.
I'm gonna go. We Still Don't Trust You because of
Okay.
the weekend being connected to it, being that the album went number one. Off the year Future and Metro Boomin had and the weekend. Um, and I just think that song is fire. Best rap song, Not Like Us. Let's keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. I'm
I think
surprised Kanye West even got nominated. To be honest,
what's this song? Carnival. That
Carnival.
song.
Yeah. I mean,
That
it's
song.
fire. Yeah, but I just didn't think they would nominate him. That's all.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it too. Like, um, he ain't piss off the Grammy committee, and
Yeah.
it's not just a bunch of white folks who vote. You know what I'm saying? It's like some type of amalgamation of the peers. Like it's a lot of people in there that actually are of hip hop that vote in the rap categories.
Yeah.
Um,
I would love for Asteroids to win because I
me
love
too.
that song. But it's
Nah,
either between Like That or Not Like Us, and I'm gonna go Not Like Us.
and Dark Horse, yeah, Glow. But I think between Like That and Not Like Us, it's a far I think it's a big gap. And then the next song is Carnival, and then it's another big gap. Then it's Yeah Glow. Then it's another huge gap. Then it's Asteroids.
Yeah.
Um, Best rap album: Common and Pete Rock, The Auditorium, Volume One, Dolce, Alligator Bites, Never Heal, Eminem, Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace, Metro Boomin, We Don't Trust You, and Future and Metro Boomin, We Don't Trust You, and J. Cole Might Delete Later. This is where I get upset.
Why?
I'm so fucking upset that Schoolboy Q is not listed
Oh yeah.
album of the year, bro.
I mean, did they not put him in
They-
consideration? TDE did not put it in
yeah,
there?
of course they submitted it for consideration. It's just the fact that you remember, like I said, when we first pulled up the rap nominees, it's like they had a rubric they was trying to make. They got the classic hip hop style with Common Pete Rock.
Yeah.
They want to show that they're abreast enough to pull in the old niggas. They got Dolce. This is the new hot talent. You
Mhm.
got Eminem, the super big artist that can pull in 1 million in a week. You got Future and Metro Boomin. This shit went number one on release, and then you got J. Cole, who is a
Legacy.
super highly touted, not legend, super highly touted veteran that's a part of the big three. So they hit all five of a specific, like they checked all of them. But like Schoolboy Q could have very well been in the place of J. Cole though. Cause I think, and I said this numerous times, I think Schoolboy Q put out the best rap album last year.
I mean, to people like us who's actually reviewing like the music, like on a more objective level, like yeah, I could see that. But to the general audience, like mainstream, yeah, J. Cole was a bigger album than Blue Lips. I don't think Blue Lips was like critically like acclaimed in mainstream like that. Even though we know it's good, but I don't know if it was big enough to like earn a Grammy nom in this situation.
If Rhapsody is getting Grammy noms, there's no way Schoolboy Q shouldn't have got one.
But if you go by your rubric that you just said, it ain't no place for Schoolboy Q. In those other categories, it is a space for Rhapsody.
He could have been. I'm saying they did that. They didn't have to do that.
Okay.
That's just some shit. They was like, okay, let's make sure we try to hit these 5 points. So it'll be because sometimes they be like, okay, they didn't have nothing for the OGs. It's like they
Yeah.
just try to hit every one of them, but that don't mean these the best 5 albums that came out last year. The
You're right.
best 5 mainstream albums that came out. Because if Dolce was big enough to get nominated, you can't tell me Schoolboy Q wasn't big enough to get nominated after the quality of album he put out. And he did like a 6-month campaign for this album too. He should have been nominated, bro. Like,
I mean, I ain't fighting you on it. I agree. It should be there. You
I
know.
would have took him over Dolce too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have also took him over Common and Pete Rock.
Hell yeah. I
Like,
got some thoughts about that album too.
It's no way that album being Blue List didn't make this list. It's no way in hell that album did not make this list. But with all that being said, for best rap album, I'm gonna go Future. We Don't Trust You.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Future too, but I feel so they're gonna give it to Eminem.
I wouldn't be surprised either because this the best album that Eminem to put out since the Eminem show.
Yeah.
So I think if they are going to give him a win, this will be the one to give him a win on.
Yeah. But I prefer. I think Future and Metro is the best album out this bunch. So yeah. But we go to the next one.
Hold on, you think We Don't Trust You is the best album out of this bunch?
Yeah, I do.
You think We Don't Trust You is better than Alligator Bites Never Heal?
Yes.
Okay. This is his list. I can't wait for our album of the year
yeah
episode. Hey, real quick chat. Would y'all want us to do our album of the year episode? Would y'all prefer it as a live like this, or would y'all prefer it to be beautiful, like a more high level production that we premiere as a that we drop as a premiere so y'all can watch it and comment in real time? Y'all want to, okay, 2 live so we can argue. Okay. Maybe a premiere. Because the only major difference is the production value will be much more. It'll be much better if it's pre-recorded.
Jen that's talking about boots right now.
The difference with the live is, of course, it won't be as well quality. It's as good as it can be.
Yeah.
But we'll be able to interact with y'all as we have in it. So let me see. Pre-recorded so you don't feel influenced. Oh, I don't give a damn. We're gonna have our list already. Y'all just gonna feel how y'all feel.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna feel how y'all feel. Okay, so check this out. I think this is what we'll do. And I feel like this would be a good way to meet in the middle. Since we're gonna have a top 25, me and DJ will release the pre-recorded episode of us going from 25 to 11 at 4:30 that Thursday. And then at 7:30, we'll go live with our top 10. How does that sound? Ooh.
Ooh.
How does that sound? Let me know something in the chat. That sounds good to me. That works. What date? I'm taking that Friday. It'll be a Saturday. It'll be a Saturday. To keep the Cypher Saturday thing going, because that way y'all will have a piece of content, a piece of well-produced content, and then y'all will have us going live after that, and we'll do the top 10. Now, don't get me wrong, the live that we do from 7:30, it'll solely be based on the top 10. So, I mean, that'll give us the opportunity to converse with y'all, and like me and DJ can argue our list and do all of that. It'll be just for the top 10.
Yeah.
and then the episode before that will just be the well produced version of our 11, our 25 to 11.
I mean, have we solidified a date on that? Because they asked about the date on that.
I saw she said that. I have no idea because we still got to
Yeah.
get through the road to 100.
Hell
So,
yeah.
um, and that's another reason why I was kind of worried about doing it as a premiere, just because of the algorithm. Being that it might be late February before we do it, because
Yeah.
we still got 50 albums to get through.
Yeah.
So we still on our road to 100. Speaking of, episode 9 should be available early next week.
Yeah.
Me and DJ will probably do it early sometime tomorrow. We'll record episode 9 sometime tomorrow.
Yeah.
Internet Bruce said, has anybody figured out how to live stream the Grammys without getting cut off? Moni said on her stream yesterday, I think she said the FCC is in control of that. So if you try it, they're gonna blow your shit up. So please don't try to do that. Please do not try to do that. I'll say Gen X Gemini said, I'll save my dragon of DJ until then. Future better than Dolce. Child.
She with the child.
Miss Mia said, I love this for us. I already seen that one. Top five Drake voice. Now we got to do the top 10. We're going through 100 albums, so y'all gonna get all 25 of these top albums. Y'all gonna get the whole thing.
Yeah.
We'll just split it up so that way it don't feel like we dragging, and y'all can get both levels of production and all of that shit. Okay, so best spoken word album. I
Yeah.
didn't hear any of these.
Let's see. Amari
Jordan,
Hardwick, the guy
yeah,
from Power.
yeah, Jordan. You know my homeboy Jordan. Like
Yeah.
he been kind of like shadowing Amari since the classic. So I'm gonna go for it just because I'm 2 degrees separated from him. I don't know none of these albums, so I'm gonna do that.
Like what? What he rap or he sing? Like what does he
Do
do?
spoken word.
I didn't know he did music, bro. What the fuck?
Well, it's not really music. It's a spoken word poetry album.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Amari. I ain't heard none of this other shit. No disrespect.
They said I gotta come to the front of the class and explain myself. Like,
Oh yeah, go ahead. Ooh, DJ.
you know, I just think that the future album has better replay value. I'm
And what
sorry.
I told you.
No, I'm fucking with y'all. I give my reasons for it. I give my reasons for it when it's time to.
Black
But
Hiller said Future is the definition of an F boy.
yeah, man. Nah, real shit. But no, that Dolce album is fire though. It is. I mean, we did a whole episode on it. If y'all want to go check on the YouTube, we did an album review on it. So
Okay. I think we're gonna come down to country. Because the rest of this shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing that we talking about. Okay. Because we'll be here for 3 hours. Okay, so
I
let's
didn't
go.
realize there was so many categories.
Hell yeah, like a lot of the nominees and categories don't even make it on TV. They do them kind of behind the scenes. The next one was best jazz performance. I don't know nothing about that. Do you know anything about jazz?
No.
Okay. We are going to keep going because all of this is jazz. Best Latin jazz, alternative jazz, best traditional pop vocal album. You know anything about that? I heard the name Nora Jones today, but that's all I know.
No, I don't know any of these people.
Okay, we're gonna contemporary instrumental album,
Nope.
musical theater album.
Nope.
I'm
The Wiz?
I'm gonna go with the Wiz.
Just off the strength.
Go with the Wiz. Best country solo performance.
16 carriages, hands down. I ain't even got shit else to say.
16 carriages. She was singing her ass off on that song.
16 carriages is the one. I don't give a shit about nothing else there. I'm sorry.
Best country duo group performance. I don't know. I'm leaning on you.
2 Most Wanted, bro. I'm going that shit too, bro. That song amazing, bro.
So you think Beyonce gonna clean up in the country?
Hell yeah, I do. I think she gonna get her due justice. I do.
Black Hiller said Malik Yusuf spoken word. So I guess I might need to check that out. Hell's Kitchen, Shaquille's.
I think she gonna win this one too. Texas Hold'em, best country song. Yeah, I think she'll get that one too.
Who
Um,
you think she gonna win best country album?
oh, what else is here?
Chris
Uh,
Stapleton, Casey Musgraves, Lainey Wilson, and Post Malone.
yes, Cowboy Carter.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris Stapleton. Though I will say though, I'm not gonna lie, he is like a he is some competition there. I will say, but I still gonna go with Beyonce.
And we just gonna
Uh,
go with Beyonce for best Americana performance too, huh?
yeah, 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 yeah. Hell yeah. The
Okay.
fuck.
I think that's everything, bro. Because I don't know the rest of this stuff. Regional roots, gospel, contemporary Christian, gospel album, contemporary Christian music, Latin music, urbana, reggae, new ambient, chant, comedy album, Dave Chappelle.
Fucking Action Bronson should be there.
Man, don't get me started on Action Bronson. That nigga suck, man.
Yeah, I'm a beehive. That's right. That's right.
Best song written for visual. Where is Pharrell Piece by Piece? That should have been on here. Best music video. Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. I hate the Houdini video. That shit was garbage. Um, best recording package. I don't know.
I don't know what
Ah,
that means.
that's it. We out of here. As far
Best
as
album notes. Oh, wait. It said best album notes. What the fuck that mean?
I told you, go through everything, bro.
So like back then when people used to release physical CDs and they had the thank you section in the little book. That's what they talking about.
Yes, so everybody got to win some.
Like who wrote the best thank yous? That's
Okay.
crazy.
Um. JJ Caboy said the Taylor Swift video was nice. From ASAP Rocky. Okay. I didn't see it, Ash. I didn't see it. I really don't be having time to watch music videos and shit like that. Like,
Yeah, that's really unfortunate because music videos was a big part of our upbringing, like in terms of like entertainment and things like that. Like we watch music videos, bro. We don't that shit ain't really a thing now.
and we was at home to do it. Like, shit, I
Yeah,
gotta work.
yeah.
I gotta work. Goddamn, 2 jobs. I ain't got time to be watching no damn music videos. Like, let me see. Was there anything else we could? Oh, the lotto, but we'll leave that because we already, we moved away from that. So let's go into the Super Bowl. The NFL said that they won't block Not Like Us. Um,
Ooh.
and I know we kind of had this to end a stream a while ago, but I want to do it again, and this will end the stream tonight. What songs do y'all want? So this is a two-part question. I'm gonna ask the first part first. What songs do y'all want Kendrick Lamar to perform at the Super Bowl?
Biggest of what? Yeah, do your verse for first person shooter that never came out.
That'll be crazy.
Biggest of what?
Drake will sue the hell out of Kendrick. Kendrick will get served with a subpoena before he walk off stage.
Oh man.
When Tiana Carter said "When" featuring J Rock and Kendrick. DNA, TV off, All the Stars, and Die Hard.
You know what? I could kind of see like a pop out part two where he do like one of the biggest songs that he done with each person from TDE. I could see that. I could see When. I could see Collard Greens. Um well now he ain't really done no big song with Absol like that, just rung off like that. Yeah, I ain't got no slaps, cuz. Ain't got no
But
slaps.
then again, I think being that this is the Super Bowl, people are really gonna feel away if he give us Pop Out 2.0. He got to do something completely different. It got to look different. It got to feel different. It got to sound different. Because he's the first rapper to headline the Super Bowl. So at this point, we're comparing him to Prince and Michael Jackson and Beyonce and Bruno Mars and The Weeknd and shit. He got to do something that makes the other rappers like, damn, I couldn't did it like that.
Well,
So
I
he
do
can't do a
know.
Pop Out 2.0.
I mean, he definitely gonna do What's the song with him and SZA? The All the
All the
Lights,
stars.
All the
All the
Stars. Yeah,
stars. Yeah.
they definitely doing that one.
That's a huge song.
Yeah, so they definitely doing that one. They doing TV off. He doing I mean, I'm just gonna say he doing Not Like Us. If they say they not gonna block it, he gonna do Not Like Us. He may not do the whole song, but he
Yeah.
definitely gonna like play like a snippet of it or some shit.
Yeah, because
Um,
he only got 13 to 15 minutes max. So we gotta be mindful of that too. Like it's not 30 minutes of a performance. Like he got 15 minutes at the absolute maximum to try to get through 7 to 12 of his biggest songs.
oh well, now that they saying this, I kind of want to ask you because I don't think we ever talked about this. What do you feel about, or what do you think about the rumors that Tyler the Creator gonna come out with him?
Tyler said, I'm on tour. I ain't coming to no football game. Y'all better go watch Kenny. So I'm
Oh,
taking
that's
him
what he
at
said.
I'm taking him at
Oh,
his word.
okay. I didn't know he was on tour. Okay.
Let's see this one. Rita said King Kunta, DNA, Loyalty, TV Off, Not Like Us, Money Trees, Humble, and Hey Now. That's a good ass list.
Yeah,
I think the only thing that I would switch out Hey Now for All the Stars.
I would switch out Loyalty for All the Stars.
Okay. Cause we know SZA is a feature.
Yeah,
She's gonna be performing, so we gotta have a song with SZA on there. But
yeah,
other than that, that's a good ass list.
yeah.
Um Dre, he's not performing Bad Blood, bro. He been standing on him performing this song for months. He's not performing Bad Blood, bro.
And then we got
Janae said,
bad blood.
Janae said he has a break. He'll be there, maybe not performing though. I believe when I see it, man. If he pop out on that stage, because at this point it's just the create, and they don't have a song together, so I don't think he's gonna bring him out to let
Well,
him
the Hey
share the
Now.
spot. Huh?
I mean, you could do Hey Now because he rapped on Hey Now. You could just make that a remix.
You do that at a concert. You don't do that at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
We got to take into consideration like what this stage is. Like this is Prince performing Purple Rain in the rain. This is Michael Jackson having kids singing in the stands, making like words appear and shit. Like this is Rihanna floating three to 500 feet in the air, pregnant, singing Diamonds in the Sky. Like he can't just have him come out and perform a song that was like, well, a verse that was like lit on the internet for a week. It's gonna completely diminish like this moment. He not gonna get another Super Bowl. Like he can bring Tyler out to perform his version of Hey Now on tour. Like we can't just, because I'm telling you, if something like that happens, it's gonna be cool for a moment. But a week from now, well, a week from the Super Bowl, I'm like, damn, like that 3 minutes that he spent with Tyler, he could have been doing a medley of two of his biggest songs. He could have, but nah, like just doing something that's like hot for the moment, it ain't gonna go. That's why I also feel like he not gonna perform nothing like Hey Now, because it's big. But if I'm performing something from Gen X, I'm performing TV Off, Squabble Up. You feel what I'm saying? And then since you
Yeah.
got SZA, probably some rendition of Luther, because I think that was one of the biggest songs from Gen X.
Yo, I see in the comments, Wayne is not gonna be a guest. I'm sorry.
Sorry, sorry, always MIA. Absolutely not. Wayne is
Yeah.
not bringing his high ass on that stage. No,
No,
hell no. None of them Young Money, Cash Money niggas. No, ain't no.
no.
Like this is my time. Like I'm sorry. If it was Ken and Friends, maybe, but this is Kendrick Lamar headlining the Super Bowl, and them niggas was hating when he got the nod. It's absolutely, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
That nigga said it used to be fuck that nigga, and now it's plural. Fuck everybody. That's on my body. So it's like, nah, I don't, cause I don't like how people are trying to make the Super Bowl being in New Orleans about New Orleans artists. It's never been that.
Yeah.
It's never been that. The last time it was in New Orleans, Beyonce performed. We're not gonna do that. The Weeknd performed in Arizona. The Weeknd ain't even from America.
Oh, That's crazy, bro. But either
Mm,
way, I'm really, really excited to see what this show gonna be about because
yeah,
it's really huge for his career and where
yeah.
he's gonna go afterwards. So
Him and Dave Free actually.
mhm.
But yeah, Tiana, I agree with this one. He has to have a New Orleans marching band. I
I think
think.
that
Go ahead.
I think that was kind of hinted at that Super Bowl ad he did when he was on the football field and you
Yeah,
seen them like marching across the top. Yeah,
yeah.
I think he's gonna have a New Orleans marching band in there too. I do.
I think I think him having Grambling will be crazy just because of the run he's on. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with the culture shit and being that Not Like Us became like a HBCU band phenomenon this year. Him
Yeah,
bringing out Grambling, like that's the New Orleans tribute right there. Them coming out
Grambling or
doing,
Tulane.
yeah, but it'll probably be Grambling though.
Yeah,
Um, because I think Grambling has like a legendary band too. Like I've never heard of Tulane being referred to as like a big band
yeah.
college. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like it'll be like I definitely wouldn't be surprised. It'll be on brand to have Grambling come out. They stormed the field at the beginning while he getting announced, and then they started off with some type of or they come in some type of part, like some type of what they call it, like some type of transition from one part of the show into another, and then they do the Not Like Us. You feel what I'm saying? So like it'll just be appropriate to have a band. And if you're gonna bring a band, you have a marching band. If you're gonna have a marching band in New Orleans, it need to be a HBCU, and then it need to be Grambling.
Oh yeah, SL. Yeah, Southern University. Yeah, I can see that too. Southern University or Grambling. And shout out to Z. He said, well, I don't know if he, but he said, TV off with an HBCU band would turn me super sad if he does that.
For sure. And it's just like
Yeah.
at that point, it's it's just like it's not just expected because it's like cliche. It's just like, bro, you finna be on the stage in one of the blackest, most music rich cities in the world, and they happen to have a phenomenal band, and you have a song that has horns. Your biggest song at the moment is brass heavy. Everything just lines up to you having a band, like a real deal marching band, and it's like you can go right down the street and get Grambling.
Bro, put put Dre on the Summer Jam screen, please.
uh Gen X said this Black History Month is more meaningful. Yeah, with the Trump shit. So yeah, bro, I just think if he just make this shit super black and bring out Grambling, it'll just be beautiful. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh, she said she didn't want Wayne to perform. Then what would he be out there for? Wayne high. Wayne geeked up. He don't need to just be standing around looking stupid. Like, so I'm curious to see what would his purpose be? Cause
Like just to go out there and dap him up, like that would be
nah,
weird.
Drake will sue him too. Drake will sue Wayne too.
Bro,
He need
Drake
to leave
said this would be
Grambling.
Drake's second line.
Yeah, it would. Good old funeral. We need Meet the Grams in there. Gen X, I don't know if you well, I'm pretty sure you was there on that stream when I said he should do like introduce the initial chords to Meet the
The
Grams, like the
dun,
dun dun
dun,
dun
dun.
dun 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 dun, and then flip it into the beginning chords of Humble. Dun 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 dun. Dun. How does the Humble chorus go? Dun 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 dun. Like I think that will capture and bring that energy of not like Meet the Grams without him even having to perform the song because it ain't no point of it's no part of that song he can perform on the Super Bowl stage as far as it coming across the way he would want it to.
Mhm.
But him going chord wise from the beginning of Meet the Grams and like that capturing all of the energy in the room and then going into Humble, it's 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 stereotypical Kendrick, but it's a nuance that a lot of people don't get, because at that point, a big part of what Kendrick does, especially in his music, is subvert expectation. So if he pull out that Meet the Grams, everybody gonna be like, oh shit, he really finna do that, and it's gonna have everybody answer. Then he do the Humble, it's gonna be like, oh shit, like even though we expected Humble, it's still gonna feel unexpected at that point in time if he flip it that way. But yeah, he don't need to do he don't need to do Meet the Grams.
Oh no, well, I'm
He can
definitely
really go by
interested to
the
see it.
first name. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen.
Did she gave birth to a master manipulator?
Yeah, he because at that point they're gonna be like, bro, you really got on the Super Bowl stage and dedicated your whole time to rapping about Drake.
When we had to pop out, you played Not Like Us, what, 6 or 7 times in a row?
He had that was for the culture. He had to do that one.
I'm just saying, like, you don't need that and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, he'll come across looking crazy if he get on that horn and perform Meet the Grams.
this is your moment to celebrate yourself. Make it more about
Exactly.
you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And
That's
that's
why I
why I feel
feel
like it'd be a nice little nudge for him to just play with the keys for Meet the Grams instead of trying to diss him with some shit like that. Because it's not gonna go across well. They've been fucked around and went to commercial on Kendrick. He get on that whole talking about that man family and shit. It's just not going. And he wasn't really talking about them, but just mentioning them. They're gonna be like, nah, we don't want to run the risk of now we fucking the bag up, and now Universal gonna be treating Kendrick funny because he done fucked up the deal that they had going on with. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be bad for business.
you can flip it into
And,
Beat the Trumps.
and he doesn't have to do that. He can do that shit on the album, but not on the Super Bowl stage. Oh, America's Got a Problem. How would y'all feel if Beyonce came out and they did the America's Got a Problem? Now that would be fire.
Yeah.
And that would fit because Beyonce is huge. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll be appropriate if they did America's Got a Problem remix.
That would be
And
crazy. I ain't gonna lie to
we
you.
already know like what their level of performances is because they performed at the Grammys, I think, twice. And both of those performances have been nuts when they perform together. But I
Yeah,
think
I mean,
Got a Problem.
did y'all not see the performance on Christmas? Beyonce smoked that shit.
So, and like when she performed with Kendrick, it's almost like you know how like that person that you know at work that you're not really necessarily cool with in real life.
Yeah.
But like anytime you see them, you know your work they finna be fire.
Yeah.
Like that's what I feel like the type of energy like that Kendrick and Beyonce got. Like they are each other's favorite coworker.
Yeah.
They don't work the same shift, but when they eventually work with each other, they like relish in that shit.
Bruh, shout out to Shrimp Boogaloo, man. He been he been buzzing these covers. But he said, can you imagine if Kenny brings out B, Riri, and SZA?
And they all hate.
Like, and they I'm about to say they all hate Drake. Oh, bro. That would be nutty though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It would. Damn,
But
bro. It's
I
so many
wouldn't be
possibilities.
surprised because I think the way he would do it if he brings out features, he would bring them out to accompany what he's trying to do with the song.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would bring out somebody to have a full rap verse, like the J Rock with Money Trees.
Yeah.
Because he got to get through so many songs, so he don't need to be spending 2-3 minutes on a song unless it's like the huge song. So I think he may spend the most time on any song on Not Like Us if he actually gets into it. And that could be from setting the song, like building the song up, getting into the chorus, and then finding a way to transition out of it. Or maybe all the stars with SZA, like one of those songs, but not like because I think the most he gonna spend on any song maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah, I agree with Gen X though. Gen X Gemini. She said, "I'm good with just Kendrick for real. I mean, SZA's fine, but Kendrick is a show all on his own." And I do agree with that.
I 100% agree with that. Cause like I said, I've seen Kendrick probably perform maybe 7 times, like dating back to the Good Kid, Mad City tour, and like the level of performer that he's matured into over the years, he definitely could do the Super Bowl by himself. But we
Yeah,
already know that him and like SZA coming on stage is a part of going into the tour.
yeah,
So I don't think she's gonna be up there for long. I think she's gonna
yeah,
come up there, do all the lights, I mean all the stars, and maybe go into Luther some type of way and get off the stage.
yeah.
Or just do all the stars and get off the stage. It's not gonna be a long time.
Right.
She might just do the chorus.
And I'll go ahead and ask you this just to see:
Mhm.
do you think he drop a GNX2 after the Super Bowl?
No.
Okay,
I
or
think
whatever that other half of that album is.
mm-mm. um I'd be happyless. I say this. I'd be happy to be surprised, but I don't think he's gonna do 2 surprise drops back to back like that.
Okay.
Because at some point, being that he signed to UMG now, and granted, it's just a distribution deal, they're going to want to maximize.
Yeah.
They're going to want to show him that they can maximize his visibility.
And not capitalize like his music and shit by
Yes, like
dropping at the
yeah,
yeah,
they will want him to drop something official and do some sort of rollout, whether it's a condensed rollout, but still some type of rollout. Because he did, I think 330, 320, something like that first week. It went platinum in a month. Um, so it did well. It definitely performed well, and a lot of the songs stayed in the top 10 for well over a month. Hold on, real quick. And this is
yeah,
from Lantoinette Booth. Drake submitted back to back for a Grammy, but lost to K Dot just for K Dot to win a Grammy for his diss tracks about Drake, making the history he stopped Drake from making. That's fire. I didn't think about it like that.
yeah. I remember that. I do. That's crazy.
That's gonna piss him off too. And
Yeah,
I would love to see that. I'm just not watching the Grammys, bro. I'm not watching the Grammys. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing. If being that Drake, I mean not Drake. Damn, Freudian slip. Being that Kendrick is my favorite artist, that's still not enough to make me watch the Grammys. I'm straight. I catch it the next day or catch the shit when it pop up on Instagram. I'm not watching it though. And being that it's tomorrow, we can't do 3 lives back to back. But we might do a live after the Super Bowl performance. How you feel about that, DJ?
yeah, yeah. We talked about it. I definitely feel as though like we need to do something. Like I don't think we need to miss on that. Like we need to do something.
And it
So
won't be long because
yeah,
it's school night. But I think we do because I think we'd probably be the only music, especially at where we're at subscriber wise, that isn't trying to go live
yep,
to give our 2 cents on the performance. So yeah, we'll do as Jenna said, we'll do a debrief, maybe an hour. Be like, oh my god, he did this. It's so cool.
yeah.
He came in the stadium like Sting.
Well, Sting is somebody you want to fuck with though. He don't play by his music.
Let me see. Debrief exactly. Shout out to Angelique. But I think that's it. Y'all got
Yeah.
anything y'all want to talk about before we get out of here? We hit the 3 hour mark too. So, oh, are you gonna go live about the snubs from the Grammys? Uh,
Ooh, probably
nah.
not. Nah.
Because by the time the Grammys over, it'll be time. Like the kids got to go to bed.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'll be late. So
I mean, we could probably address that like on like another Decipher live like Saturday like this. So
yeah,
like
yeah,
if nothing ever comes up throughout this week of like really really pressing that we need to talk about, we can talk about it next week.
yeah. Because I don't think it's a lot of like concrete wins. So I don't really think it's gonna feel like a snub. Like who do you think like just from what we saw, who do you think will be a snub? I don't know of any. Like let's say if Beyonce was in shit, to be honest, I think anybody other than Beyonce, anything other than Sabrina Carpenter Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish winning is a snub. I think if Beyonce win those bigger categories, that's gonna be a snub.
Yeah.
And like if Not Like Us doesn't win in any category, that's a snub.
Like it's getting something. He ain't
Yeah.
leave with nothing. He getting at least one.
Yeah, good segue, Gen X Gemini. Look at you. Um, we can talk about it in the Patreon chat. We'll do that. And also, if you weren't here yesterday, we opened up the Decipher chat on Patreon. You don't have to become a paid member. All you got to do is download Patreon, and you can become a free member and go in there and participate in the chat. So we'll do that. I think as the Grammys and stuff is going on tomorrow, I'll be in there and we'll kind of just chat about it. Um, like the wins, the losses, the quote unquote snubs, and all of that stuff. And also anything that happens during the week that y'all want us to talk about, put the link in the chat too. And we'll save those up so we can build a topic list for every Saturday that we do this. And that way we can treat that as a more direct line of communication. And just have discourse. DJ, you got the Patreon app, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Get in there with me, man. We been chopping it up. You feel me? Especially since we've had an influx of free members join since yesterday.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be some more discourse going on in there too.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you guys, shout out to Z. Are you going to see the movie Sinners? Is that the Michael B. Jordan movie? If so,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. Yeah, I'm going to see it.
I want to see it
Mhm.
bad. I want to see it bad because my biggest thing, and I promise this is it. My biggest thing is I don't like how people be playing Michael B. Jordan like he just can't act.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I don't like that. I feel like he did a really good job in Black Panther. He did a phenomenal job in was it Just Mercy? What's the name of that movie? Well, he was the attorney and he was
Hey,
trying to stop he was trying to stop the guy. I think he was on death row. He was trying to get him out of jail. A Jamie Foxx character. He was trying to get him out of prison. That was a good ass movie. And Michael B. Jordan is a good actor. He may not be super duper phenomenal. He's not Jonathan Majors level acting.
wait,
Just Mercy.
wait, hold on.
It's
You're
a
not
good
talking
ass.
about law. You're not talking about Law Abiding Citizen, are you?
Hell no.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's a movie where Michael B. Jordan was the attorney.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't seen that then.
It's called Just Mercy.
Okay, okay.
Uh
And I want to see that Jonathan Majors movie too.
you, Black Hiller said I love Black Rocky.
Hey, watch it. Hey, it's Creed, man. Watch it. It's Creed.
But
Put
yeah,
some respect on that man's name.
Fruitvale Station, he's demonstrated multiple times that he's a good actor. He just
Yeah,
may not be phenomenal. Everybody not gonna be Denzel,
yeah,
and everybody not gonna be Jonathan Majors. So, yeah, I think he's a good actor. I hate that people just say he just can't act, like he just be sitting there looking stupid.
yeah. And I do wish. I mean, great. I do feel so Sentence is going to be good without him, but I feel so it would have been even better if they would have had Jonathan Majors in there too, and you
Mm.
just like continue the dynamic with him and Michael B. Jordan from Creed and everything else. Like, yeah, I think that would have been really good. But even without him being in there, I think it's going to be a good movie. So I'm
Yeah,
excited to see it.
because Michael B. Jordan he's playing two characters. He's playing
Yeah,
twin brothers.
yeah,
So you wanted him to be the other twin,
yeah.
or just him just being a
Just
brother.
the brother. Yeah,
I think it's gonna be interesting for Michael B. Jordan to show his dynamic range to be two people, and one of the people gonna turn into a vampire in the movie. They already
yeah,
showed that in the trailer.
yeah. And shout out to Z. I like that Ryan Coogler is really like diversifying his palette in terms of the types of movies he's making, and I think he really should get like a lot of more respect and praise than what he gets. I feel, and I think this is his start of really showing people like I'm not just a one trick pony. I can do a lot of shit. So
I mean, but shit, he did Fruitvale Station too, if I'm not mistaken. Did he do Fruitvale Station?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, because I think him and Michael B. Jordan have been working closely, like
For a long time, yeah.
a long time. I think he did Fruitvale Station too, and then for him to go to Fruitvale into Black Panther
Panther to
and
Creed.
and to completely remake Black Panther 2 to doing Sinners, like he showed range.
He did Creed too.
Oh yeah, yeah, he did Creed too, and well Creed also, and yeah,
Yeah.
so he showed range.
Oh, they saying yeah, he did do Fruitvale.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I want to see that. I like this the synergy they have as an actor director tandem. It's almost like a good rapper and a good producer.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm down for it. I want to go see it.
Yeah, I want to see it too.
Y'all got anything else before we get out of here? Y'all have been an amazing audience. Um D2B2 said I brought all the money yesterday. He ain't show up today. He went crazy in the chat yesterday. But if not, make sure y'all are hitting the like on the way out. Um and all of that good shit, man. Let me see. I just gotta
We got 246 right now, so that's good. I think we met our goal.
I want everybody that's in here to hit the like before they leave though. Oh, there you go. Shout out to D2B2, the sponsor of yesterday's and today's chat. Shout out, bruh. I don't know if you seen the replay, but he was wilding.
Yeah, no, I see it yet.
He was absolutely cutting the fuck up. But
Like I literally just popped in at one moment when I had popped in the chat, then I had popped right back out because I was doing shit. So
he said, I still got money. Don't get it twisted. Hey, you chill. You did enough yesterday. And I'm not saying this to try to psych you into doing it. Stop. Because we finna get off. We finna leave. We finna leave. Because
yeah.
I was finna get off a little early yesterday. He just started saying, bam. Bam. I was like,
Well, he
God,
hit your ass. Well, he hit your ass with all the spades.
man, threw the whole suit out. I was like, shit. It's like, hold down, D2B2. But yeah, I think that's it, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with us for another Decipher Saturday live stream. We will be back this week. Like I said, episode 9 of Decipher Road to 100 will be available to the decoders on YouTube and Patreon no later than Tuesday. We got another Patreon exclusive episode that's coming. Our January episode of Decipher Truly Yours for our $7 and $14 tiers that was produced by Andrew Franks. And then I'll be trying to do some reactions tomorrow before or after I help my sister move. So y'all will be getting those on just the standard YouTube through the week. Hey, shout out to Miss Mills. She said she got my belt. She took her son to Royal Rumble and she got me a belt. So I'm turned. I just gotta find her somewhere to send it. I might send you my address in the via email. We'll work that out because I know I got access to you on Patreon.
Oh, and ain't she doing the
Yeah,
episode next month?
and I already talked to her.
Oh, okay,
She
okay.
was a little nervous about it. I told her there ain't nothing to be nervous about.
Yeah. Like you just getting us a topic list to talk about. That's all. And we gonna make a video out of it.
And also, if you want to call in, you can call in and
Yeah.
share some of your thoughts on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
we'll
yeah,
actually have you on the episode if you want to do that.
yeah. But that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into another live stream of Decipher. I'm Skip.
And I'm DJ.
And until next time, we out of here, y'all. Peace.